But
yay, the button's been hit.
What's in the box?
Push the button.
What's in the box?
I wish
All right,
someone. I have the dad joke because no one else will get a dad joke.
All right, here you go. Here's a dad joke for you.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
What do you call the friends you go out to dinner with?
I don't know what.
I don't know what.
Taste buds.
Yes.
That was.
Was it Nogreenrocks? What were you gonna say?
I said that was exactly your style of a dad joke.
Yep.
That was perfect.
I love it. Dad jokes are the best.
Dude, that was glorious. I absolutely love that. And I love it. I finally separated all my voice meter stuff out, and I think my buttons work now.
Yes. We have all the things. Welcome, chat. We're 30 seconds away.
Shut up! The countdown's going on.
Let's go!
Chat's getting hyped. I can feel it.
Why are y'all like?
I don't know, man. I'm looking
Because
for
we're
information.
idiots that decided to turn cameras and microphones on and scream into the ether of the internet.
What's wrong with you people?
What do you mean?
That,
you people?
all of that. Yeah, what do you mean, you people? You
Hey,
internet
don't
hosting,
make me walk out of
broadcasting
my-
people.
Oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Yo, what's happening, everybody? It's Wednesday. We're back with another amazing episode of the Midweek Hump. It's episode 108. Welcome. It's just amazing. I can't believe we're still here. It's
What is wrong with you people listening to us?
Yeah. There's still people here after this much. I love it. We are. I don't even know what's going on anymore, but we have a very special guest. For the very first time, Christy from FlipCity Mag. What's going on? Great to see you. Thanks for joining the panel tonight.
Well, thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesse, for inviting me. Because I'm a little starstruck because I've been lurking Shagsworth's channel for a couple of years.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Can I tell you a story of when you pissed me off though?
Yes, please do.
Oh, please.
Which time?
Yes, for the love of God, yes, please. We all want to
Yeah.
hear this.
Yeah. So I caught a live. I think you were going to the gym or something like that. So you're just like man on the road talking.
Yeah.
And then you're telling everybody they shouldn't eat cheese.
Really?
And like, I almost unsubbed.
It's, you know what?
And that's my story.
Cheese is so but people don't realize cheese is something that I try to avoid as much as possible. And the irony is I eat it way too much, even though there's something wrong in my brain. Like if I get on something, if I start eating particular things, I'll go out of control. Cheese is one of those things. If I start eating cheese too much, it's like an addiction. And I feel like I've heard somewhere that cheese is addictive, like in the way that cigarettes are addictive. So that's
I think I'd have a harder time quitting cheese than quitting smoking.
Yep.
Because I've quit smoking at least 10 times.
One of these days it'll stick.
Yeah.
There you go.
I apologize about the cheese thing. Actually, I don't apologize about it. Never eat cheese again.
Don't apologize. I can't. Well, I mean, not that I can't eat cheese, but I have to avoid eating cheese. I got my blood work results back and stuff like that. Everything is great except I have high LDL.
Okay.
There's a low density lipids, basically, which means that that's the bad cholesterol, essentially. So I'm really close to having to be put on some kind of medication by the doctor. Like,
oh snap!
Basically, yeah. It's funny.
It's not as healthy as what you thought, huh, buddy? It's a good thing you went to the doctor after all, huh?
Well, see, here's the thing. I didn't eat as much cheese anyway.
Mhm.
But the issue now is that I can't have as much red meat as I want or butter.
Oh, that's sad.
See, Sheep City, I
That's way worse.
have a philosophy that has seemed to work. You never go to the doctor and you never get sick.
That's
Jesus.
listen. Okay, listen here.
So-
Listen here. Listen here. Okay.
It's both
That
true
has been-
and false because hospitals,
that-
a lot of people get sick in.
No, Green Rocks, I am 100% in agreement with you. Agreeing with you. I will make it my like, you know, my life's mission to avoid going to the doctor because I just don't care to go. I don't have a necessity to take time out of my day to go talk to somebody and tell me some shit that I already know. But I can't get married to Amarada unless I go to the doctor.
In that case, it's okay. I mean, in all honesty, like, I am feeling a little bit of tingliness in my arm here. You guys think I should go check that out?
Are you smelling toast?
Nah, you'll be fine.
Well, no, I'm smelling cheese, but that's just because I'm cutting it.
I think you're about to have a seizure, dude. What?
Hey,
Tingly
Rocks,
in your
just,
arm hair?
I don't want any Grand Moff Tarkins, okay, guys?
hey, just sniff this cyanide. You'll be all right, man. Don't worry about it.
I don't really have a good relationship with that kind of stuff.
Just take away from this chloroform cloth. You'll be all right.
It's all okay, Rocks. It's all okay.
Bottom line, listen, the bottom line takeaway from all of this is cheese is really bad for you. You shouldn't eat.
I want to go eat. I'm gonna go get a big block of cheese right now and just start taking big chunks of bites out of it. Why did he remove himself?
What?
Why did you
I didn't
remove
know.
yourself?
Rocks did it.
Rocks did it.
Shout out to
I was like,
producer credit.
I didn't do it.
I'm sitting here like, hey, who left? Oh wait, it's me. Oh, here, Sheep. Seriously, I had kind of similar things. So I got some blood work done after I had my seizures, and they put me on. They didn't put me on like medication. They put whatever, it's medication, quote unquote. They put me on omega-3s like fish oil and red yeast rice is what it comes in pill form. You get it like Walmart. Take 2 of those a day. Take 2 fish oils a day. It's like 1,200 milligrams basically, and it's supposed to help bring that down. And yeah, red meat's not great for you, but if you like protein is really good.
So,
you get
Shags, do me a favor. What can I fucking eat?
chicken.
I got something you can eat, Rocks. I got some chorizo.
Lamb, chicken. I can't eat any of that
Chorizo?
shit anymore, huh?
I got chorizo for you.
Chorizos. But no, the thing is, like, I'm okay with eating less red meat if that's what if that's what's required, because my preferred protein of choice is salmon, and then it's chicken, and then like anything else after that.
So that's and if you're eating like salmon, dude, like you don't even have to do the fish oil probably. I mean, fish oil is good for you anyway, but if you're getting salmon like once a week, chicken's so good for you. Like
Y'all
good.
love chicken.
Yeah, I mean, chicken's awesome.
But here's
people like chicken. Bah! No, I'm just kidding.
I just have to apologize for turning this conversation into health and to medical advice.
Nah, this is what we do anyway.
Hold on, we are not medical
doctors. We are not doctors. This is not medical advice. Please seek out the opinion of your physician before changing anything about your diet, exercise, or otherwise health of your lifestyle.
I think I might have a profile picture.
But I do have financial advice.
Oh dear God. Somebody call
I'd
me Valiant Renegade. Get him in here. We need to talk this woman down off the ledge. Come on now.
I would rather listen to Boogie before I listen to Fauci. Put it that way.
I'll agree with you on that one.
You're
better health advice.
Yeah.
I go to Boogie for dental advice. That's where I go.
I go to Boogie for weight loss advice. I just look at him and I automatically start losing weight. I'm like, I can't eat anything ever again.
I'm just gonna. Yep.
I'm done. I'm a fast for the rest of my life.
He's like a weight siphon or something like that. It's like somehow he gets heavier when I'm around, and I'm just able to run like 5 more miles.
Well, let's get a little bit back on track. Christy, give everyone a little rundown of what you do and on the day to day and who you are.
Well, you don't want the day-to-day because that's actually quite boring.
Okay.
But I'm from FlipCity Magazine. It was created by myself and Scott, my husband. And we are in our 5th year of independently publishing a comic satire rag that is pretty anti-woke, totally non-PC. It's all about the comedy. We don't toe any party lines. And that's basically what the magazine is. If you are an easily offended person, you can buy it and burn it. If you're not, you can buy it and laugh at it.
Good.
So
But
and it's
buy
a
it
print
anyway.
magazine. I'll just show you one right now. So it's a print magazine. It actually has pages. It's on paper.
Oh, cool.
It's physical media. It's those things that I hear a lot of people talking about, that we need to move back towards physical media. And we've been putting out the physical media now in our 5th year. The one that I just showed you is our first of 2024, but we publish quarterly, and we're a teeny tiny bit behind because indie publishing is very hard. And sometimes I think, why the fuck did we decide to do this?
And then you keep doing it.
But we keep, we've promised readers we will eat our magazine before we will stop doing it. And we haven't had to eat it yet. And we still have a house.
Hasn't gotten that bad yet.
Nope, but
wrong fiber anyway.
Yeah, thank you, Bidenomics, because pretty much 85% of our cancellations or subscription cancellations, people that have been with us for 4 years, pretty much blame the economy, saying I can't afford the luxury. So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? So we've kind of entered the crowdfunding sphere. We've never really done it before, trying to find the people that love physical media and want to have a laugh, especially at, woke nonsense and tyrants and, basically all the bullshit that we are forced to put up with.
Yeah. Well,
I like the fact that you're not making towing any party lines, because I think it's going to last a lot longer that way, because a lot of these political jokes and things like that, they have an expiration date.
Yeah, they do.
So I think that is a fantastic idea.
Well, I mean, when choosing the content that we're putting in the magazine, we try to go as evergreen as possible. But I will let you know, I mean, a lot of our subscribership at the very beginning were very MAGA right-wing people, and that's fine. I'm totally, yay, MAGA. But when we've seen spikes in our unsubscribership when we've made the wrong joke, or people emailing me and I have to solve the riddle of the joke, like, no, you misunderstood. Please don't. And oh gosh, there was something, I think maybe, I think it was in our 5th or 6th issue, where the illustrator, and I can't remember what character he did from a horror movie, but basically he put Trump as that horror character, and we literally in the magazine said, please don't cancel, this is a joke, and that worked when we put the disclaimer. But that's kind of there's a lot of humorless people out there.
There really is,
and we're on the mission to make people laugh.
It's funny because I was reading through the magazine too, and I finally got a chance to sit down and actually read through the whole thing the other day, and it was really funny because there was one of the jokes, there was one of the comics, and I won't spoil it everybody, but there's a couple of jokes in there. I'm like, I'm a little uncomfortable with this, but she told me I would be, and that's good. Because that's what and that's what we should all every once in a while go, ooh, that's a little uncomfortable, but you know what? That's okay. I like it when people push the limit. I like it when people push the edge. So yeah, I like it.
It was funny. One of our only female artist contributor to date, which by the way, if you happen to be a female illustrator, contact us. I'd like to get another one in, but she kind of
identifies
diversity.
What do you mean AI? What do you mean?
It is more about, I know that what we're putting out is a sausage party, and I just need another girlfriend, because I've made such great friends with this one illustrator. In fact, my husband Scott doesn't even really interact with her much, even though he's the one that wrangles all the artists. But when it comes to Kelsey, it's like, oh, contact Kelsey and see if she'll do this, because he knows that I need some friends that are published in the magazine. But what was my point? Oh yeah, so Kelsey, she did a piece, and then she started getting our physical magazines, and she DM'd me over on Telegram and said, Christy, like, you guys are so like insane and savage, like some of the stuff that you're published, I'm like this. Ooh. I'm like, yeah, good description.
Well, what do you think is the biggest? What do you think the biggest hurdle is that you guys have had with indie publishing? Like, I mean, well, I guess on like doing everything online and digital is probably a little bit easier because you can reach people less overhead. But yeah, I know. What's the biggest hurdle you guys have come across with publishing so far? You guys have been going, you said 4 years now?
Yeah, we're in our 5th year now.
5th year?
So we have 4 full years under our belt. And I think for me personally, because I'm the one that goes out there beating the drum and grabbing the megaphone saying, hey, everybody look over here, is finding people that will support us and talk about us publicly. It's funny because we have a subscribership of over 1,000 people, and I think they all live in holes. Because I cannot get likes on things. I've been begging people for years to come follow us online and interact with us because, that's the perceived clout and like you have something going on, but they just won't do it. So for me personally, that's been the thing because I've been in contact with a lot of people who know who we are through various channels and just won't say anything. But they will say things privately, like, keep going. This is great, but I don't think they want. It's such a controversial thing to not give a fuck anymore.
Yeah,
that
Which is wild.
I think it's scary to attach your name to something that doesn't actually give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for using the F word. I didn't ask if this was a family-friendly show.
Do not fucking care.
You're fucking good. No, you're fucking good.
Yeah, everybody just starts fucking cursing out of nowhere. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I mean, I got it on speed dial.
Yep.
I think what you should do is speak for Sheep City and with that.
I know at all times. Just like whenever sheep starts flashing, I'll hit the button.
There you go. For some reason, I'm muted. I'm like, this isn't like. They're like, yo, I'm pretty sure Sheep is saying some of the most like, profound shit of all time. And it's just what the fuck on the playback.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Over to Sheep for comment. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
It's like Schnitzel from Chowder. All he does is say rada 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 all the time. But he's so deep.
No, like seriously, it's good to see that. It's good to see stuff like this because, I forget who I think I was talking to Garrett the other day, last week or something like that. I don't know. A couple weeks ago, he came on and we were talking, and that
was the Gothics episode.
Yeah, it was right after she left, and I said, one of the things I think that would make his show Normal World really great is if they started getting into like a nonpartisan like show, like comedy show, like in like like let's make fun of conservatives, let's make fun of liberals. Like I think because everyone is like can be bogus and stupid and shitty. Like let's just make fun of it. You can make fun of everything.
I mean, but their target audience is different. Like if the target audience doesn't understand, like, hey, we're making fun of everybody. The second they make fun of something conservative, they're gonna have a drop in viewers, or people are gonna get upset. So, I mean, I do agree that it should be a mixture of comedy, and he does a very good job with that when he does the beginning skits, like how he has the beginning of the show. There's always like the skits and everything.
Yeah,
he does a great job with that. But it's because it's teetering. It's not too far. It's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's a good idea, but I think for the target audience of the show, it might not be like perfect for it.
Well, but the thing about that is what it comes down to is, and I love the Blaze to death, right? I've been following Glenn since he was on Headline News working for CNN, right? Okay. The problem is the Blaze needs to expand a little more out into culture, and they're trying, right? Yep. I think Normal World's a step in that direction. They made a comedy. I haven't seen it. I don't know. The trailer looked funny. So they're actually are trying to do that stuff. But the thing about it is they and it's not Glenn that's in charge of the Blaze, obviously, right? It's like the CEO. There's actual CEOs and owners now, like the CRT guys and shit like that are in charge of it. The thing about it is what they're terrified of is just taking a plunge and just trying something and going, let's just throw everything at the wall and let's see what happens with this and just let them go full force and just let them go and see what happens. And that's what they're afraid of. Like, just let them go. Let Garrett and a couple of the other guys like drag the host of the Blaze into like a video game stream like every Friday. Broadcast it on the Blaze. Broadcast it on the Blaze YouTube and go, look, we're trying to do something different over here. There's new blood at the Blaze. There's a new generation over here. We're the nerds. We're the idiots just like you guys. You know, we're not all stuffy shirt conservatives. I mean, Glenn freaking spent like $500,000 on an original superhero costume or Superman costume from like the old school like 50s, 60s days. You know,
if I was in Texas, I'd beg to work there. I'd beg to work there just for that.
Hey, if I could be up in Dallas, that museum he's got is dope. So they understand. There's people inside of there that understand culture. It's just convincing the guys with the money bags to just take the plunge and do something.
Yeah.
Well, that's something too, and I've been talking to a lot of conservative creators, is just kind of about regaining culture, and it's really an uphill battle, especially if you're trying to convince conservatives that they need to support culture creation. But one of my personal guiding forces, guiding quotes is from Andrew Breitbart. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard this, but politics is downstream from culture. It's freaking true.
Yeah,
and
tell me why they tell us that anime is a problem.
They don't understand the medium.
They don't understand culture.
Well, they fear what they don't understand. And the problem is the culture has been taken over and been ran by these crazy nut jobs for so long that hated and ostracized everything conservative and traditional and all that kind of stuff, that they just, as a cultural aspect to the conservative culture, they just naturally fear it and don't understand it because they've been ostracized from it for so long. I mean, think about the Christians became an absolute mockery when they were out there protesting Disney movies because they found that there was sex written in the clouds, you know, and stuff like that. And, you know, we found out about the giant penis on the cover of Little Mermaid, you know, but they became I had that cover. Okay. It was there.
I bet you did.
That's what the one they released in the 90s. What do you want from me? My grandma bought it. My God, I was like 6.
That makes it even worse,
Jesus.
Jesse.
She didn't know it was there.
Grandma.
My sweet innocent grandmother had no. I'm not even gonna try to.
She was like, "Here's some oatmeal cookies." She said, "Here's some oatmeal cookies in a Disney movie with like sex on the cover." Here you go.
Exactly. But like, I mean, yeah. So they got ostracized from the culture, so they just naturally fear it. Now they don't understand it. They think there's better ways to live their lives because they've gone so long without it. But the problem is the culture affects what the kids are doing, whether they want to shelter their kids or not, like Matt Walsh does or anything else. It doesn't matter. Eventually, they're going to get to it because they're going to go to school. And their friends are gonna be like, oh, this is Star Wars, this is comic books, this is that. You know, they're not gonna be able to stop it. It's going to influence everything, and we're not gonna win without this. I mean, that's the reason why I stopped doing politics and picked up the culture war, because there ain't no solving those boomers. There ain't.
With the politics thing, the thing is, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. Yes. Everybody is always being like, this is the end of the world, the end of everything. And you're like, bro.
Those are doom pillars.
You told me that last week. When is everything gonna end? Please, dude, come on.
The more exhausting
you have
part
people
of
like the Daily Wire making those, what was it? The cartoon where it's like super right. It's like, bro, that's not what people want. We want something that doesn't have that, but is still comedy.
I think they could have still done that and made it super right. The writing wasn't good. It was more the writing wasn't good. Because you can make something super right and it could be fucking hilarious. You know, it's just they didn't hire the right talent.
They didn't call Paul Shadow.
Well, they hired every friend on Twitter.
For example, I'll say for example, like the I'm forgetting the name off the top of my head, but that Kevin Sorbo series, that series that he's doing now. That comedy show. I watched the trailer for it. I actually laughed at a good number of the skits that were going on in it, and we all know how exceptionally right Kevin Sorbo is.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
The man is super
I hadn't even heard of that,
dude.
Hold on, let me actually Google it so I can because I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer.
I would love to make that kind of content, but like a lot of us, we don't have like big communities surrounding us. It's only like us at computers or us holding a phone, or like you need to have other people there with you in order to do that, unless you're doing like a little TikTok where you switch personas every 2 seconds. But like I think there's a lot of talent out there, and the problem is that they're only reaching out to talent that they know of, and they're not actively looking for more talent. And if they are, there's like a whole bunch of strings and everything like that. So, like, they need to actively go search and pick out like up and comers instead of being like, "Oh, you're already famous. All right, come on my thing." It's one of the things I have a problem with a lot of these streaming platforms as well. Everybody's like, "Oh, come on over here. This person is doing that. Look how they're succeeding." I'm like, "Motherfucker, you already had like 1 million fucking subs. Like, what are you talking about? He just migrated them over. Like, what do you expect?"
Yes, and that actually is another kind of frustration in doing what we're doing, especially being able to survive up to year 5, which I swear it's a fucking miracle. It feels like a miracle that because we do not have that internet clout, but somehow our name has been peppered around enough to where, and in fact, I think even Jesse said he knew of FlipCity for a couple of years. And we literally just met like, I don't know what, 2 weeks ago or something. And I'm like, "Oh my God, you heard of us." So it is good to get that feedback, but it happens all the time. It's just kind of like the trigger pulling or things like that. I don't know. It's all like, we're living in an attention economy, right? And if you don't have the attention and have those numbers and all that, you're going to stay suppressed. It does not matter. It really, it's actually it sounds doom and like demoralizing, but it kind of has been my experience is if you don't have that internet clout before you, you're going nowhere.
It's funny though, right? When that internet clout happened, all of a sudden everybody wants to be your friend. Come on this show, come on that show. But
of course.
A lot of people now, though, who are like rising, they are making connections with like bigger and bigger creators. And like if the day ever comes where it's like, hey, okay, now I'm up there, they would be like, "Oh, listen, before I did anything, you let me on your show or you let me do this. Yeah, I'd love to come hang out with you." Like, yeah, go ahead.
Let me just ask you this, because that is something also that from the very beginning, and the reason kind of why we're doing FlipCity and why we're not publishing known artists is we want to be the head hunters and find the talent and everything and give the hand up once we're able to have that platform. I'm just wondering, like, how often does that actually happen in your opinion?
Well, I am the head of the Legion of Memers, so it happens quite a bit. I scout out a whole bunch of people and I keep an eye out. Most people who like are now in the Legion have been doing it for a couple months, and they're actively improving instead of just staying at a spot. And then I reach out to them, or my producer reaches out to them, and we have them on a show, or we get them in the Legion. So for me, I'm active. I'm literally looking every single day, and that's why I have the hashtag for the Legion, so I can see what's coming out, who's doing what style they're doing. We have a guy called Core Member. Everybody here knows him, and he is absolutely crushing it.
That's the one I need to hook you up with, Christy. That's the one we were talking about last week. Go ahead, Rox.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Core Member makes, so if you follow the Legion of Memers or you look at the hashtag, check out Core Member's work. Grant is like a leading guy in AI. And Grant is in the Legion. We have a lot of talent in there, and we're always looking for it. And it's through word of mouth. People go, "Hey, I like this," or "I like that," or "I like this show. I'm going to meme it and hashtag the Legion." And then I see it. I see the show, and it's like ecosystem. I was going to say economy, but ecosystem.
Okay, I have to tell you this, because I did see when we were backstage, and I wanted to say backstage, but may as well just say it now, is I saw that you are the founder, creator of Legion of Memers. And I want to tell you, I recently, and it worked really well, I parodied your name to promote FlipCity stuff. We have a campaign running right now, and it's basically about, I can't tell you exactly what I wrote off the top of my head, but it was something like pushing back on the Legion of Screamers.
Nice.
I want to see that. Do me a favor, DM it to me because I want to see
Okay,
that.
I
That's
will.
very cool. I'll share it with the rest of the Legion. I mean,
Okay,
right
cool.
now, you know, times are tough, so like people aren't covering as much as they can. And I mean, I have a day job that gets me up early and late, so I can't cover as much as I want to. But
You
like,
didn't get rich on memeing?
no, not yet.
Weird.
I am working on something in the background. Jesse already has like a little sneak peek to it. But this week, because we were talking about comedy and dark, like just straight up comedy, there's a show called Monkey Dust. It's an English show, and it is one of the most offensive cartoons in existence.
Cool.
And I'm going to be watching it with Jack Tarlad and maybe another person on this panel, maybe not, Friday at around 5 p.m. Yeah, that's a quick plug to the Legion of Memers Rumble, but we'll only be watching it on Rumble because YouTube would eat that stream so fucking quickly, it would blow my mind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They would exterminatus you from orbit, brother. Like,
Bro,
like,
there are some jokes in
there's be
there
a
that
big
even
green
I am
flash.
like, bro, you really made that, but that's hilarious. Oh no.
Yeah, there's a few. Well, and that's the thing. There's a few of those, and there's a few of those in Flip City magazine too. Some of the jokes that some of their creators and their artists they came up with in that, you're like, you read a couple of them, and you're like, damn, they went there. Yep, they went all the way there. Oh shit. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh rocks. Oh, especially with your background. Oh, their latest issue. Oh shit.
Let's go.
Oh damn, dude.
But the thing
it
with
light
Legion-
you up.
The thing with the Legion,
you
like Flip City, is we don't make the political jokes unless they're being covered on the show, because the Legion itself doesn't go for any political party. It's the individual members. They make different things, but they relate to the show. So, like, say Shagsworth said something like, "What if I was Donald Trump?" Then we, do that. But
Right.
What if I was?
Like individuals, they have their own opinions, and
Then
people's
we'll
Twitters are their Twitters. But we, as
I'd vote twice,
like
a proper.
not a business, but like as a group, don't take any
Fellowship.
sides. Everybody is fair game at the end of the day.
It's really interesting because that's something also that I think we've been kind of battling is the perception that we are a political satire. We really are more cultural commentary, but because everything's so fucking politicized, we appear to be political satire. And so it sucks because when I think political satire, I think of like Ben Garrison or Babylon Bee or, and they're okay, but.
Yeah, but there's a clear agenda behind it,
Yes. So,
Like,
I don't
at
even
least
know
be
how to
sneaky about it.
shed that perception. Say
At
again?
least be sneaky about it, right? Like, we're not idiots. So at least slide it under. So like I barely notice, but it doesn't like ruin my experience.
Right.
Oh no, they'll shove
then-
it straight up your rear end.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Hey man,
I knew Shags would say
got
that.
some KY. Let's
Yeah.
go, man.
Of course.
No, they're going in raw, Bubba.
Hey,
What is
everybody's
this,
gay
TSA?
once in a while.
It's
Shags
I
said
say
it, not me.
TSA.
What the fuck
did I
just hear? Lance.
When you was looking at the stars, was
Hi, Grant.
Lance dangling your dice on his forehead?
Oh, head.
Now we're just gonna quote the entire
The
Tropic
entire
Thunder
fucking movie. The entire fucking movie.
Pegsworth.
I know who I am. I'm the dude, play the dude disguised as another dude. What?
Dude, I should have
You don't
used
do
that.
what you do to me.
I had
Oh,
a
man.
perfect video for that I used that clip in. I don't remember what it is, but yeah.
I put that show I was talking about. It's a Twitter X exclusive. I guess you could say Twix exclusive. I put the trailer in the private chat.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's called Potlins.
Mr. Gay Gregory. What?
Hey Shags,
What's up?
What's going on with your channel this week, man? What's up?
All right, the trailer can wait.
Wait, my channel? What happened to my channel this week?
I'm
Yeah, what
Completely
happened?
skipped intros.
Oh yeah, we didn't do intros yet. Well, you know what we did? We did intros for the very most important person here, Christy. So
Oh, there you go.
I
No,
always am.
We're the same motherfuckers from last week.
No, let's go around. We go. Nogreenrocks. What have you been up to, dude?
God.
Now he's not paying attention. He's not even paying attention.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep,
This
Jesse, what have you
vain
been up
ass
to?
motherfucker here.
I'm a little ADD right now. Okay, give me a break.
Okay.
I finally crossed 666 subscribers.
Whoa!
I'm glad I finally got to 667 today because that was really fucking weirding me out for about 24 hours.
For a moment, his channel was the mark of the beast.
I'm gonna go
exactly.
on sub for a few hours.
Exactly.
Shut up. That's what I was about to say. No. I'm gonna put my link in the chat right now. Y'all fuckers go subscribe. So if you haven't
All right,
already, so we can get
Grant,
that shit
you
about
and I
it.
will-
Hey
we will-
Jesse,
that
Jesse,
away from me.
were you at 666 during your live today?
Yes.
Okay,
For a
that's
little
where I
while.
saw
For
that
a little
today. I'm
while.
like, that's the second time it popped up somewhere. Yeah, it was your show. I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
bad. I'm like, I'm already subbed.
Yeah, it
I can't
was.
do anything about it.
I know. But yeah, I don't know if it was one of my Warhammer videos or what it was, but I finally hit 667. I was like, oh, thank God. Because YouTube's had me in the shithole
Don't
lately.
say
Like the last
666
week has
to
been
me.
crap. Shut up. Oh, shut up, Grant, you fucking jackass.
I got a billion trillion views and
Yeah, Mr. I got 500,000 fucking subscribers. I'm gonna be a douchebag, a little dude with like
Oh,
600.
by the way, did I mention I'm getting a play button at some point?
Yeah, oh look, I'm monetized now with my
Okay.
500 half a
Oh,
million
so
fucking
gonna be
because I
like
finally get
inferiority
monetized,
complex.
now you're kicking the shit about it. You could always throw that over me.
Yeah, we always will. It's a miracle you didn't go to prison. My little thing for your YouTube
He's
channel
already
still
in
says
prison.
sub to
Can't
Grant
go
before he goes to prison.
But that's on an unrelated note.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you.
But yeah, no, that's what I've been up to. We talked about the Acolyte tonight. That was fun. I told Jack Tarlad that he didn't have to watch it. I was just gonna watch it and suffer through it, and then the crazy bastard watched it anyway. And so yeah, we suffered through that. But it's been funny though because it's got the worst ratings of any Disney Plus series in history for Star Wars. And it's only gotten lower. It's actually probably the worst Disney Star Wars project of all time now because it's gotten even lower than what it was earlier today. I can't wait to see the ratings. It's all gay all the time, and Leslie Headland has no problem pointing that out. And I can't wait to watch it all burn down. It's going to be absolutely hilarious. So yeah, make shame great again, boys and girls. We're going to shame these people back into the Tumblr, little dark little corners of Tumblr that they crawled out of. So here, that's what I've been up to.
Here's the problem, though. Like in my opinion, this show is not bad because it's gay. It's bad because it's poorly written. It's horribly acted. The sets look shitty. Like I don't care if people are gay. It's like it's bad writing. It's so bad. Like I mean, and I've only watched 20 minutes of the first episode, and I just thought, what? Like the minute she walks up to that table and says what she says, I was like,
hit me with
what
all
am I-
your power.
yeah, I was like, what am I watching? Like this is stupid. Like
It was so bad.
Like I would be
No,
embarrassed.
I was just
if
talking about I was just talking about the marketing around it being so gay. We don't even got to the gay characters in the show yet. It's just like the marketing around it has been like that because that's like what the interviewer was like. Oh, that's what all the headlines are proclaiming now. Gayest Star Wars show ever.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's just weird.
But yeah,
it's weird that
it's
shows
so
like
bad.
that are being like I don't know.
It's so fucking bad. It's so fucking bad.
Sheep, what have you been up to this past week? Anything fun?
The farmer's market finally opened for the first time this year, so
Nice.
that was great. Went there, saw a whole bunch of. They saw some new stuff actually. It was like they had like a whole nother section for more people to start peddling their wares and stuff like that. It was a lot more lively this year than it was last year. The guy that we usually go to get like some local chocolate from had like a whole new a whole new setup, like twice as many new flavors and shit like that. It was great. Actually got some of them. He added because he does chocolate. He does like dark chocolate. He does milk chocolate. He has oat milk chocolate, and then he also I think he has an almond milk line and a coconut milk line, and he just introduced white chocolate as well. So the man's making a lot of plays. I had to get like a good number of those, and I am glad to say that most of them I like. So that's always a good thing.
Nice.
We also got like more stuff put down for the garden, so we got more things growing. There was something. Oh yeah, that's right, Yaira. For those that haven't,
I got my email.
There you go. For those that haven't been paying attention for the last like 3 months or whatever, Yaira is now getting out to people. I got my most of my stuff. I got some more stuff coming in, more than likely the end of this week. But the book is phenomenal. It is absolutely phenomenal. I think everybody who reads it is it's either A, gonna be their favorite, or B, gonna be like, a mainstay for sure. And I just started reading through the Ripazine as well. Salvage is really good. The articles are really good. It's got some really some other insight that I'm not going to tell y'all about. You can find out for yourself. For as little as $5 with a subscription to Rippaverse on the Rippaverse website. Along with that, the team, not myself obviously, but the Rippaverse team will be in Dallas at the Dallas meetup at Boozy Bird this Saturday. So for those that are in the area, I suggest going, because it's not just going to be the Rippaverse team. It's also going to be Melanie Mack. It's going to be Stuttering Craig, Jeremy, Geeks and Gamers, D-Day Cobra. Gary's going to be there, Nerdrotic, X-Ray Girl, and the Saskas will be there as well, and a litany of other well-known people within our sphere. So go hang out with them. I'll see y'all in Denver though.
Yeah, I'll see you in Denver, buddy.
That's gonna be my big play right there. Other than that, I also drew a couple of I drew a new picture for Amarada recently, and then Krigler goes, "Oh man, it'd be cool to see what I would look like as a character that Sheep City and drew." So I drew him one, and then Garrett was like, "I will pay you for one," and then I drew him one. I'm not taking commissions or anything but like that. But if anybody decided, hey, Sheep, I want to throw some money at you to draw some shit. I don't know. That's where I am. I don't know. You could pitch some shit at me, sure. I'm probably gonna tell you. I'll see what I can do, because I got too much shit on my plate as it is. Throw more shit on my plate anyway. That's kind of how men work.
So, Sheep, what is the amount of money that would make you want to do something for that?
What you mean, like just
like a ballpark number? Yeah, just a ballpark number, so people know what to expect if they would want something.
You don't have to go full Jew on him. I'll give you $10 or $20.
Well, yeah, whatever he gives them.
If it's $8.50, I'll do $8.50 instead. Why not haggle the
I'd buy that for $1.
For example, right? I got all of these that I cycle through all the time. And these, if you were asking for one of these or something like that, I'd be like, yeah, whatever, man, like $15, $20. It's not that big a deal.
I love the Mickey one. I love the Steamboat Willie.
I mean,
meme characters as your avatars. I love that, dude.
Dude,
basically,
so
like I'm like $15, $20. Sure, we'll see what we can get off of that. That's where I am, because I'm not trying to turn commissions into a revenue source for me. If I'm doing a revenue source for like my art,
fuck the IRS.
Gonna be basically it's gonna be for like my manga, or it's gonna be for the tabletop game I'm developing. That's pretty much it. Other than that, where am I? There we go. Other than that, that's pretty much been my the crux of my last week. Yeah, just reading Yaira and getting some cool goodies and shit like that. It's nice. It's cool. That's about it. See ya.
Nice. What have you been up to, Grant?
Well, I don't know if you noticed it, but I'm monetized now.
A word?
Yep. So.
What are you bowing for? It was for Grant. What the hell?
I mean, whatever.
You don't get to share.
It turns out that all the stuff that was blocking it was my interviews with everyone. That was the moment that I got rid of my own interviews that had no other thing. The reused content mysteriously went away.
What?
What?
Yep.
Well, I hate YouTube so fucking much.
Yeah.
Did you put me on a separate channel at least?
Yeah. I'm redoing Behind the Mic as its own channel. I've got them up on Rumble at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's where it's at. And in my first 2 days, I made my first $100 on YouTube. So yeah.
Atta
There
boy.
you go. Look at you.
Job.
Very nice.
Get that money.
Very proud of you, sir. Glad you got monetized finally.
And now I'm doing all my AI music over, moving it to my main channel. So I'm merging my two channels into the one now. So I've rebranded Mr. Grant Gregory as Mr. Grant Gregory AI. And yeah, going from there. So looks like I can call myself a YouTuber now.
My boy.
Nice. As for me, guys, the only really big news. I haven't done a whole lot this past week. I interviewed rather Garrett, quarterback there on Monday. So that's up under the Ready Set Shag playlist. Check that out. We had a great conversation. But the other thing we've been working on a lot is revamping the Discord. Been working a lot on trying to get that just kind of streamlined into what I want to grow it into. I want to make it into it's set as a community server. So we had to change a lot of things. You can sort of tailor that experience to whatever you want. If you like politics, join politics. If you don't want to see politics, you can hide all those political channels and just do memes and talk about like other fun things. So, but the only thing, if you were already a part of the Discord, you have to go back in and like re-verify, and you'll get a brand new role, and then you can start going through and checking off the things that you like. So make sure you guys do all that over the next week, because after 7 days, if you haven't re-verified, we're just going to get rid of everyone and kind of start fresh. But we've had a bunch of people restart. We should be pretty good towards the end of the week. But yeah, thanks Ark for throwing the Discord link in there. Definitely join, check out everything. And things will they'll be changing. They'll be kind of warping around. And but yeah, we're streamlining it all. I want to grow it into a community server where people who like my content can go in and find things, join conversations that I'm having behind the scenes, not necessarily public facing. We're going to do some movie nights that also includes TV shows. Those will be members only. And the members only stream is 100% coming back. I just have to pick a day and we're going to do it because I miss talking to you guys. So that's happening. And then more game streams are happening. Because I just like. Are you
going to be playing that new game, the Hypercharged game?
Hypercharged? I haven't even heard of it.
The one where you get to play the toys.
Oh, is that like a battle royale type thing?
I don't think it's a battle royale. I bought the game, but like it's like Small Soldiers meets Toy Story.
Oh, I didn't even know. Probably not right away because the new Destiny expansion just came out. I'm hard into Diablo 4 right now.
Nobody wants to play with me.
And the Elden Ring DLC is about to drop. So there's a lot that I got to play. I'm sorry.
You're breaking my heart, kid.
It doesn't mean I won't play. It just means right now I can't. But yeah, I have heard now that you're mentioning it, and actually Ark just said that he's had it for over a year and it's pretty dope. I think I remember him talking about it actually. So, but no, I'm not going to be able to play that right now. I'm sorry. Okay, let's finally look at what Sheep was talking about earlier.
Yeah, Jesse, do me a favor, throw my Rumble in the chat. That's the only intro I need.
This motherfucker here. He waits until the intros are done and then goes, let's just
you did your intro for like 20 minutes. What the hell are you talking about?
That's all you need and this.
And by the way, you don't have a way. Aren't you a mod in the chat too? Can't you drop? What the hell are you yelling at me for?
I
like you're some kind of uppity
tabs
person.
Open on my computer right now.
I was going to say, aren't you the producer?
Produce.
There's producing. There's like 4 mods in the chat.
Yeah.
Listen to you.
Thank you, Jesse.
My
Thank you.
God. My
When do you or do you not install bathtubs for people who identify as gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender?
We do not. We are a paint store.
Attention, X. This is your captain speaking. We've got a spanking new family sitcom starring Kevin Sorbo. Yup, Hercules in a friggin' comedy.
Hercules? Nah, no one would believe that.
FYI.
Oh, and there's also John Lovitz,
picture?
Barry Bostwick, and a lot of other funny non-boomer types who kill it.
John Lovitz is in this?
Spiders don't bother me that much.
The end of civilization began with the ring.
Clinton.
Obama?
Rum?
Hey, everyone. Hot Wings premieres exclusively on X, because, you know, everyone else wanted to censor us.
See you, bitch.
Thank you, Elon. Follow us on X at the show on X.
When do you or do you?
That looks pretty cool.
It does, but I don't get the long format on X.
What do you mean a long format?
Like long format videos, I'm cool with like 4 to 5 minutes, but if it's like a 20-minute episode, and forget if it's like an hour and a half, I ain't sitting there and watching that whole thing.
Well, they've got a television app now.
Well, that too, but it's
I
like
didn't even
YouTube.
know
You just
that.
open up another tab.
Well, no, I mean most of the time when people are like doing their thing, it's on the phone, man.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. But I mean, like, I guess because I spend so much time at my computer, I have no problem looking on the computer.
Sorry, I just read a message and didn't even hear what anyone said. Sorry.
I bet. Rude
host, bitch.
So I'm gonna watch at least one episode because it has my '90s boy crush in it, Tia Karari, on there. So I'll be watching.
So they have
she's in there?
I saw a frame of it. I'm just like, that has to be her.
There's like 5 episodes out now.
Oh no shit!
On Twix.
On Twix?
Wait, is that really what it's called?
No.
Well, I call it Twix.
No, he calls it Twix.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, I didn't even. Wow.
Nice shirt too.
She's looking kind of old, but you know, not that bad.
I like that John Lovitz is a part of it. I haven't seen him in a while.
I love
He's
that.
great.
This is probably why, because he was a conservative.
Wait, is John Lovitz conservative? Or
I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought he was a liberal.
Well, they
Either
probably
way.
labeled him as conservative. He might even be a classical
I don't know.
liberal.
He looks like a liberal. That's probably why they put it there. I
Well,
don't know.
yeah, but the thing about it is you know how it's going to get labeled. If he's doing anything with Kevin Sorbo, he's as bad as every last one of us. You know what I
Career
mean? So
over.
it doesn't matter if he is or not. You know.
Well, yeah,
but,
like Jim Brewer is labeled a conservative, and another SNL guy that I can't remember his name right now. Anyway, ignore me. Ignore me again, everybody. Go on.
Well, it's all guilty by association. None of it's like real. Like Kevin Sorbo, I think has been very actively like on Twitter about his stuff, but like there's a lot of people who are just associating themselves or acting alongside, working with whatever, and being like, oh well, this guy's a conservative. It's like, what? No,
I don't think we care about labels. It's the perception of the outside. So other people like individually.
I like that line.
It's how the outside world perceives it. It's not what we label people.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of like, I hope this show is different spectrums of people like ideologically like working together to make a funny comedy. Again, like we were talking about with you, Christy, and your magazines, like being able to take shots at both sides. I think that's super productive because then people can learn to have a sense of humor again. I think it's something that SNL used to do pretty well, is they used to be able to take shots at everybody and not have to like toe one line or the other. Because I do think, and my only criticism I would say of Flip City magazine in general is the anti-woke part of it. Like, because I think sometimes when people become anti woke, they'll lose the like the real humor in everything. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and that's something as well that I think, as far as speaking about the magazine, I think we're going to start dropping that anti-woke kind of line. You know, I mean,
it's starting to get played out. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, it's played out, and yeah.
Well, it's going to get changed. It's going to get changed into something nefarious. It was the same thing as alt-right. Back in the day, alt-right was alternative from conservatives.
Right.
It was a mixture. It was somewhere between the two.
Mm-hmm.
However, I was able to roll out the best quotes just using the term anti-woke. You know, basically, you know, being, you know, having the magazine called all the words that people that would react to somebody saying anti-woke being thrown at us. So it worked for us for a time. But yeah, I think that's on the way out.
Well, I think it's, you know, I think it's just tiresome always trying to own somebody with whatever it is that you're trying to make or trying to say or trying to do. Not that things aren't woke, but I think it's the responsibility of the people who can create content to create things that aren't woke, but they don't need to continue to promote it as this is specifically anti-woke. Watch this because it is anti-woke.
Right.
If it's good, it's good. I don't care what it is.
You know, it is interesting, you know, trying to sell a thing as an indie these days and find your audience. So yeah, I mean, we've pivoted a billion times, you know. How do we find our audience? Really?
Yeah. Well, we all grow. At the end of the day, like, even, you know, anybody on this panel, they could change their perspective on anything at any time. So, you know, I'm actually in that pivotal point right now where I'm in I want to say transitional period, but I don't want to, I'm going to get roasted. But like, I'm in a period where I'm figuring things out, and it's difficult to be like, okay, how do I stay the same as I was before, but also level myself up?
Right.
And it's a problem.
Well, you know, and it's funny too, because I you know, over the past 4 years, I think our content has changed and grown and, you know, pivoted in different ways. And there are certain things, editorial choices that because my husband and myself are the ones that are creating the magazine, we need to sometimes sit down and have serious conversations. Like maybe we soften it up in this area and ramp it up in this area. It's kind of crazy because we're living in clown world, right? And I think there's two schools of thought on it. Is like you can't parody anything anymore because life itself is a parody. And we're like, challenge accepted. And we just go even harder. And I don't know. Is the pendulum swinging? Is the pendulum starting
I think it's, I think behind the scenes, Jesse said, like, it is, but I think it's doing it slowly.
Yeah.
I don't know, Jesse, would you agree?
As far as the pendulum swinging?
Yeah, I think the pendulum is swinging, but it's doing so at a slower pace.
I think right now we're actually seeing an acceleration. I think it's been on a slow pace swinging back for a long time, but I think we're seeing an acceleration now. I mean, just right now, look at the lack of pride representation we're seeing on social media right now from a lot of major corporations. Somebody put out a great picture of all of the different football teams this year that didn't put out any pride nonsense for the month of June. I mean, with the backlash that happened last year with Bud Light and some of these other companies really shot a kind of a warning shot, I think, really across a lot of these companies to realize the fact that, guess what? This isn't going to work. Nobody wants this shit, and you will lose massive billions of dollars. And you know what? Disney can keep going the way they want to, and Hollywood can keep going the way they want to. But the rest of corporate America is like, look, we got bills to pay. You know what I mean? This ain't for our art. This is to cover my yacht. and you're affecting my ability to buy a yacht right now. And like, let's be truthful about it, right? I mean, that's how these guys look at it. You know, I can't buy a second yacht or remodel my $35 million mansion because you assholes just lost me 10% of the market cap of all the beer in the country, and I'll never recover that. You know, and I mean, and that's the case. So now you see that. Now they're like, you know what? Screw. I mean, yeah, Call of Duty's. I mean, we saw what Call of Duty did. They went full bore, but
that was not a good thing they did. That was way too easy to make a joke.
You're not a fan of trans bullets?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't think before they made
But
that.
no, they did. They absolutely did, but they don't care. Think about what Call of Duty's been doing for the last year. Or the last few years. They're just as bad as Disney, a lot of these other corporations that will sacrifice and burn down their entire companies at the altar of woke. But the majority of the corporations out there aren't like that. And we see a change that now.
It's even worse than that, though, Jesse. Like, Call of Duty has, for the past 10 years, and that's just, it has just made the same thing over and over again, and everyone continues to buy it. They have not given out real original content in a very, very long time. So they don't really care because people just keep buying their products. It's at this point, it's on the customers buying a shitty game that is, let's be honest, is not a good game anymore. It's so
and I think that's another thing that, like, for another example, is I think Activision's they're gonna keep pushing the same shit all day, every day, right? And when it comes to whole like, oh well, let's get another Nicki Minaj skin or some shit like that.
Right.
Some other
what they got?
What
do they got? Gundam right now?
I don't know. I don't fucking care either. But
I saw it on Twitter.
I still thought when Fortnite did Martin Luther King, that was the best one.
Yeah, sure.
Wait,
that.
Damn.
God damn, that was terrible. But the sad fact of the matter is, people are like the overwhelming majority of people are normies, and normies are for the most part consumers, and they're gonna consume product because product is there to consume, as opposed to and the people who aren't as the people who are far more tuned into what's actually going on, as opposed to just buying something for entertainment, regardless to whatever DEI or bridge or whatever it's put into it. They're going to be the ones that are just like, all right, well, we're going to go do our own shit. That's how you end up with, for example, FlipCity Mag. That's how you end up with, Rippaverse. That's how you end up with Epicverse and all of these other like people that are branching off and doing their own thing. And, they're obviously they're going to be people that are, trying to down talk everybody else's efforts. But it's like, well, I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I think that's what people need to be, where people need to be, is like, you're happy creating what you're creating, as opposed to trying to stick it to the mainstream, and you just create your own parallel economy, completely absent of whatever the hell they got going on. That's where I think we need to be, personally.
Yeah, the cream rises to the top with a lot of this stuff, and I think if you're doing the very best that you can, and you're getting the very best people, and they're telling the very best stories, and putting the best product out that you can, like, people will recognize that. And it's like being an indie creator is harder because you're constantly being your own marketing person to get out to the right audience. Okay, what shows can I go on? Where can I get myself out on Twitter? Like, you're hoping to go viral, something that'll like put you on the map to like garner some attention in order for you to like get, climb that next step. And it's not all that different from like the journey of starting your own brick and mortar business. It's just in a totally different, I mean, you're online, we're still trying to figure out how to build businesses. Sure, there's there's definitely plans and molds out there that you can follow, but I think the online space, especially the indie creators space, is all over the place. Like there's so many different ways that you could go. Sometimes it's, hey, I know this guy and he vouched for me and he had me on my show and now everyone knows me. And then there's some people who are putting out amazing stuff that's not getting the attention it needs because they just don't know the right person. And they'll get there, but they might have to, just like the person who's starting their own store, they might have to put up a bunch of capital to, get that storefront and then hope for the return on the back end. But, not everyone has a fairy tale ending, and that sucks, right? Because There's a lot of good things, but not all of it gets seen. Some people fail. It's not fun. It's a sad reality that we all confront, especially as indie creators. Some of us, we go as long as we can, and then we got to close shop because it's just too much. We can't do it anymore.
I had a theory at the beginning of COVID that there was going to be an artistic renaissance after COVID, after everything died down, because people were so suppressed and so frustrated. There was nothing they could do, that the only way for them to express anything or do anything was in the form of art. And I think we are starting to see that actually blossom right now. I think there are a lot of people out there right now that through COVID and everything, they were like, there's nothing I can do. I'm just going to learn something. I'm going to learn video editing, or, I'm going to learn comedy. That kind of stuff. I think we're starting to see that pop up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the fact that right now we're in an online-based world, that you can be like, oh, dude, I love, for example, FlipCity. I could be like, come on my show, and that's great marketing.
At gunpoint, mind you.
Yeah.
Please.
But like, I think, because in the corporate world, you can't reach out to your favorite creators and be like, dude, I love your stuff, man. I would love to have you on my show. Let's talk. Let's spread it around. I think.
Giggity.
I think for the marketing aspect of anything, the online sphere is just starting to, really bloom.
Yeah. No, it's yeah.
We also got the NPC trend out of the the pandemic as well.
Oh, ice cream so yummy, or whatever the fuck.
We got angry Miles Morales.
Bro, he was the best out of all of them. Him and that one Japanese dude, like, they were the best at it. I don't care. And the only reason I say he was the best is because of the meltdown. It was great.
Black. Oh, sorry.
That too. It's funny.
Racist.
Nah, I'm gonna do my own. This bitch. That shit is funny as hell. Fuck you.
I think the more oppressed people feel with their ideas and their thoughts, the more creativity is like pops out. So no matter what happens in November or going forward, I think we're going to start to see some massive stars come out. Not like, oh, social media star, oh, I made a viral video, but I think like proper artists are going to be coming out. I mean, you got people like Grant, who's working with the AI. You got Kenzo. Like, there are so many different people in the sphere that are just absolutely killing it.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
Nogreenrocks, I love that major white pill. Thank you.
It's Superman. If he wasn't scared of Nogreenrocks, there's a reason why Superman's in there, for that little bit of hope, guys.
Yeah.
That was
wanted
awesome.
to get sued.
I like your theory.
Hey, man, as the whole world is burning, you can be that one person that's like, all right, it's not that bad. Anybody want to make marshmallows?
Oh, that's the clown pill, if that's the case.
Have fun with it.
Yeah, that's what I say, either white pill or clown pill. You can laugh at all of this crazy stuff, and you can also, at the same time, be, ahead of all of that. Like, everybody's sitting here dooming and glooming and shit like that. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'm gonna throw my hat into the manga ring. I know I'm an American. I know that, Demon Slayer is gonna eat my lunch left, right, and center, but there are some crumbs. I'm gonna get them crumbs, boy. That's where I am.
It's funny because, like, a lot of people are like, oh, you're complaining about this or that. You're complaining about this. What are you doing to change it? I think everybody actually on this panel is actually doing active work to change these things. So, like, that insult doesn't really apply to any of us. And
man.
I think as long as people go, hey, I don't like this, maybe I can do something about it. Maybe I can't. I'm going to give it a shot regardless and see what happens. There's no lose situation in that. I mean, don't quit your job when you only have like 20 subscribers.
Too late.
But like, it's all baby steps,
Just a crumb of manga.
That's why I get really like, I have a hard time taking compliments but when people say like, oh, I saw the Legion of Memers and it inspired me to, make something. And I'm like, that's fantastic. Keep on doing that. I hope that spreads around. Like, that's the best compliment you could give me is like, hey, man, I saw your work. I wanted to shoot my shot. Tell me what you think. And I will look at your work. There was a Twitter thread with Mags where she was talking about, it's very difficult for smaller creators because there's nobody they can talk to who are in the big sphere. And like when they have questions, they can't really go to anybody. But like, I don't want to be that type of creator. I want people to be like, hey, don't send me a bazillion DMs.
Too late.
Like, please, please don't do that. But because like, I will end up muting you, and I don't want to do that. But like, I will help you as much as I can help you. And like, when I fail, I feel guilty. So I don't want to fail.
And that's really interesting because we've been pretty much on that same path as far as submissions to the magazine. We look at everything to this point. We look at everything. I really would hope that at some point we're just too big to look at every single thing, but also then we've hired somebody to look at every single thing, because people, you can find a lot of talent out there, a ton of talent out there that have absolutely no online clout. And what's also great about that is then you get them for super cheap because they're so grateful.
I have a thing for myself is like, if people give me a shot when I'm a nobody, then when I'm a somebody, like they're going to get the same deals. Like, if you're going to help me when I'm at the bottom, then I'm going to help you just as much when I'm at the top.
Yeah, it's hard too because people like you don't always what.
Speaking of making it, check this shit out.
Oh, you're gonna show us Grant's YouTube?
No, fuck that.
Ah, yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
Quarter
make
Black. I love you, dude. Thank you.
Good
You know the
shit.
great thing is those shirts were like exclusive for the London meetup. So it's a different material than any other shirt there is. And I didn't even get one for myself. I spent all the money on them.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's like, bro, we were both in Vegas. What the fuck is going on here?
Wait, London or Vegas?
No, the London
that's
one.
exclusive for London.
I spent probably about $500 on the goodie bags. So I couldn't buy shirts I wanted to, but I couldn't do that. But like for the Vegas one, I sent it over to Kenzo. He gave them out. So the material is great. I didn't get one for myself. But like them wearing it means the world to me. Thank you. Like, I know it's stupid, but like, thank you. And like, representing, homie. Thank you.
I wear his hat every day. I'm wearing it right now. This thing smells so bad. It's like, it's just because it's always on my head. Like I usually wear it to the gym, and so like, yeah. So shouts to Garrett for always. He's what I even said on our interview.
Professor Savage Dad DM me. It's
I always say to Garrett, and I said to him on the interview, like, you help a lot of small channels out, and you've been there for a lot of us to help us and like garner audience and get helping with our reputations with, some of the bigger creators in the fellowship. So it's really awesome and very helpful to people who are trying to make this something more than just a hobby, because some people just want to do this to have fun. And like, maybe there's illustrators out there, like they just want to draw, but they're really super good. They don't have any interest in necessarily making it a job. My mom is, or my wife is, man, Freudian slip.
Mommy wife. Guy.
Did she hear
Freudian
that?
slip.
Please tell me she did not hear that.
Mommy.
No, don't do that. What the hell is wrong with you?
Bro, you just got sound clipped right there. Why would you do that?
No.
Have fun.
We have another one, Jesse, for your soundboard.
Yep.
Gross. Oh, come on. Shut up, y'all. Don't act like y'all and don't do that with your wife.
No,
I don't call your wife mommy.
we don't.
No, I don't.
I don't call your wife mommy either.
Shags, you look like Jason Momoa. I'm staying away from that shit.
Disgusting.
Clip it up. I don't even remember what I was saying. Something about mommy.
You were talking about your mummy.
Emotion.
Oh no, I was saying my wife she's a painter, but she does it like she used to do it as like a like she used to sell her paintings, but now she just kind of wants to do it for fun, like not to sell them or make money off of them. She's good at what she does. She's like, I just rather just do it for myself and like feel good. And like,
that's how I am with my that's how I am with like my music, or at least with bass guitar. I just like I just like playing. I'm not trying to be better than anybody. I just like playing. I'm not trying to be on a band or anything like that. Fuck it. I just like it. That's all.
Yeah.
I think I don't think you want to be like anybody, but you can use them as inspiration.
Yes. Oh, for sure. I mean, you got to just be who you are. You just have to be your authentic self the best you can. And, helping people is great if you can do it. And you can't always get to everyone. Like you said, you'll get to a point where people are messaging you left and right and you just can't reach everybody. You just eventually have to.
That's why I have a producer. Go harass him. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm joking.
Too late.
Do not harass my producer. Because I have given him full permission to mute and block people if he's getting harassed.
But yeah, I think you do what you can to establish yourself as someone, if you want to help other people, I just think it, and I agree with you, Rox, like that it is nice to help people when you can, because we were all in a position where nobody knew us, and then they helped us and they gave us, they took a chance.
Still small enough to remember that frustration.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And we're all in that place where like, we're still trying to like garner their respect and be like, hey, we're worthy of maybe something a little bit more. We won't fuck it up.
Pay attention to me.
Get out of the camera. What the hell?
But
witness me.
Yeah. Oh man, what else has happened this week? Anything funny happened? I think.
There's a lot of funny stuff that happened.
I'm still upset at the fact that like the only two people who know about that and praise the shadow situation are me and Nogreenrocks.
Oh, bro, it's so funny because, like I said, I've been in an area like an in-between area, and I'm watching like so many different people's content that like my eyes are being opened to so much stuff. And that Shadows guy is such a fucking dweeb.
Yeah.
Bitched
I don't know
out
anything about
and
it. What
ran
happened?
away. Basically, he wrote a hit piece, on like what was it, 4-hour long video?
Something like that.
It's like deleted now, where he attacks. He calls Mudahar. He calls
Mudahar transphobic. He called Donut Operator.
Oh my god.
An officer apologist. Yeah, he called him an officer apologist and basically a gun nut and stuff like that. He called Oompaville a gun nut. He called Turkey Tom a gun nut because they all went to the same gun range, hung out and stuff like that. He said that Shoe on Head is a liberal, or is a Republican caping as a liberal, and like what's the other guy's name? Brandon, not Brandon Herrera, but Brandon Buckingham.
Buckingham, yeah.
Brandon Buckingham. Yeah, he accused him of like grape, which was it was a tip. It wasn't even a tip off. It was like a statement that's not true made by Sneeko of all people. So he believes Sneeko saying stupid shit over some like just out of nowhere. Also, tied to Oompaville is the fact that he did like a joke video or whatever with Andrew Tate. So he's basically taking all of these people who had anything to do with the guy Wendigoon and saying Wendigoon's the bad person because he hangs out with all of these people. And then they all just rain down on him like, bro, shut the fuck up. That's all they said collectively.
I can send you a couple research videos or like the videos that were like covered on it because the video doesn't exist anymore. The research was so horribly done.
Yes.
That the entire the entire internet was like, what the fuck is this? Are you insane? And he just started he made it worse for himself because he didn't actually like address anything. He was like, all right, I'm done. And then he like walked away, deleted the thing, and he hasn't been back online for like a month.
Probably for the best.
I mean, it is for the best, but if you're gonna do something that bad and just get absolutely destroyed,
all right,
kind of
so
stand your ground and be like, listen, I messed up, my bad, and then move on. Don't just disappear.
And the funny thing about the whole shit popping off in the first place is that, like, he's sitting there saying that Wendigoon is no friend of the horror genre, so on and so forth, blah blah blah. When that's first off not true, and second, basically the entire video he's just bitching about Wendigoon, and it just
video 4 hours.
4 hours, all 4 hours. It basically boils down to I'm jealous at the fact that he has more money and more subscribers than I do.
Wow.
That's basically all it came down to. And everybody's like, bro, just shut up. It was great.
He was always going to have more money than him. He's Indian. They say him like crazy.
Yeah, he's Native American.
and listen, like, you may not agree with all the politics of the people that we're talking about. You may not like them for one opinion or the next. But what they were labeled as was not true in the least. For Mutahar, he hired somebody to make a thumbnail with Keffels in it that wasn't flattering, and Keffels called him transphobic, and then everything, and then all of a sudden he's transphobic.
If anybody knows Keffels' MO, Keffels is pretty much the one that's doing all the the most horrendous like HRT propagation and whatnot, doing like some basically black market acts with kids, and his only defense, because we all know that's a guy. Keffels' only defense is you're transphobic, and then if that doesn't work, Keffels needs to take a break. And it's just that.
I will admit I'm a little biased because my family is of Indian descent. So I
thought he was about to say my family is transphobic. I was like, bro, whoa.
You should, Shags. I'm not sure I feel about me like promoting another podcast on here, but there's a podcast called No Ordinary Podcast you might want to check out.
Oh yeah, you sent that to me. Yeah.
Hey Shags, check this out. Thanks, man. I'll watch it later.
I watched it. I watched it while I was working out, or I listened to it and watched it while I was working out today.
All right, Alex Jones.
But like the dynamic and they're so middle of the road. Like, calling them those things is just and you don't piss off like such a tight knit group of people. Like, he attacked Brendan Herrera, Angry Cop, and all those guys.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you're gonna get ratioed to hell. That's gonna happen. Yeah, Oompa and Muda are a great team, and I like seeing.
Yeah, they're cool.
Work together.
I did see real quick. I did see Renowned Zero and Hypnotic. They had their communities come in. We had little mini raids from them. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, shout out!
Shout
out to the Bigot Army and a Renowned Zero Army, whatever he calls his people.
It was so funny. We're on Monday. Garrett and I were talking about like, it's really, we need to be like super nuanced about like, talking about people and this and that. And all of a sudden the whole chat was Bigot Army. We're here. Bigot Army. And I was like, yeah. All right. It was awesome. It was just the timing was impeccable.
Shout out to the Bigot Army.
Yeah. I want to talk to Brandon Herrera big time. He's on my list of like really want to talk to. And honestly, like, I'm afraid. I've reached out to Destiny in a DM, but I'm
afraid he's gonna leak it.
Leak what?
Like DMs. I don't trust him.
I mean, all I said to him was like, "Hey, I would love to interview you, talk about whatever." But like, I would be nervous just talking to him because he's such a high profile person that like. I feel like he would be bored by me.
Oh, you're talking about Omni Liberal?
Yeah, Omni Liberal.
Yeah.
I was talking about.
See, I don't know. There are plenty of Destinies out there. I wouldn't talk to him primarily because I don't like the guy.
Okay, I mean that's.
But if we were ever in a room, I'm not gonna sit there and just like hold a
Ignore
sign
him.
up saying you're a piece of shit. Like that's not who
Right.
I am. That's weird.
If he can hang out with Brendan Herrera and they can have like a good time making videos and everything like that, he's probably different online than he is in person.
I've heard that a lot. Destiny is very different in person.
I don't think like people would put up with that kind of behavior.
On that show that you sent me, he was even talking about how he's like, I don't like to get into like bullshit. He's like, but sometimes I'm having such a bad day and like so much shit's going on, and then all of a sudden I lose it and I just go nuclear on Twitter. And I'm like, yeah, well, like when you're getting his I'm sure people are in his mentions constantly. Like when you look at like the hater side of like CG Ripiverse shit, like it's insane, like the amount of stuff. And even Garrett was saying like people were in my mentions about that and I have nothing to do with it. He's like I like Eric. I like his stuff. I've supported his business. The end. But yet people are dragging me into this shit, and it's like, so I can't imagine. He's like,
best ways to get blocked or muted. Bringing people into a conversation that had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's funny. Going back to Destiny is that I can go ahead and say like to corroborate with what the information you guys hear. The same thing with him and Ricada when they were on the show and they had a debate. It was like, we're not trying to get into like it's just attacking topics, not each other, obviously.
Right.
And the same thing with him and when he and Eric were on, I think it was Valuetainment, him and Eric July, and they were discussing, I believe it was something along the lines of like, I think it was like not voting age, something specific involving like minors and whatnot. And after that, it was just like, it was they were breaking bread essentially.
Yeah.
It was like, I guess what he can do is compartmentalize his discussions and whatnot. And it's like he can separate topics from people and not go attacking people specifically. I just don't agree with most of what he says. That's one of the reasons I don't like him. It's like whatever, dog.
Well, it kind of changed my perspective on watching him on the No Ordinary podcast. It's because it's the first time I've seen him that's not really a sound bite or somebody trying to like get known. It was like more like, okay, I'm not really sure about him and I don't really like it, but he seems like it seems like there's a difference between what we see online and then what we see like watching him actually.
There totally is. It's not, and this is not, I'm not simping for him. It's like the people that want you like,
right now.
A lot of the people who are, and this goes for a lot of people, it's not just him. It's not just like someone that hates us or whatever. It's like someone, two people removed don't like Destiny. So they tell their friends. And then they're all of a sudden they hate Destiny for a reason that they don't even understand, and so they're slinging mud for no reason. This happens a lot in politics, and so what they do is they search out sound bites, things that are totally unrelated to what was happening, and then before you know it, you don't really know who this person is. You just hate them for a reason that someone else told you from a clip that's out of context. You don't have to like his politics, but if remove all of the politics. If you two walked into a room and you had no idea who he was, and you were exchanging in conversation over whatever,
I wouldn't accept a drink off him. Put it that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
no. If you didn't know him, if you didn't know who he was,
simply on the look.
Know him, I wouldn't. If I didn't recognize his face and I didn't know him, I probably wouldn't talk to him just because he doesn't look approachable.
Okay.
Dead ass. Same thing goes for you, Shags. I wouldn't have talked. No, I'm joking.
No, it's like I'm just saying, like it's important to engage, like listen to those things. Nogreenrocks, and that's why I have a guest coming up in 2 weeks that nobody's gonna like. But I'm telling you, like it's important for me
You've had Vito. And this is the one you're not gonna like this person.
Use your powers of deduction, and then I'm sure you could figure it out.
I didn't think Satan was doing any podcasts anymore.
Same.
Dude,
I told you not to get Fauci on the podcast, man. Come on, dude.
Oh, dude, I would love to chat with him. Yeah.
No, you wouldn't. No. See, here's the thing.
Oh,
Okay. I have so many words to say about that shit, right? Here's the shit that would piss me off.
Us started. Don't get us started.
Don't get my channel nuked, please.
Just trust the science, all right? Trust the science and you'll be fine.
The issue with people like Fauci and Zack Snyder and other people of that ilk is they will stick to whatever talking point they were told to say. And yeah, they won't change regardless. They won't tell you the truth. And I don't want to have a conversation with somebody who's going to lie all the time. That's one of the reasons I don't have a lot of conversations with people who aren't honest. Like if you're genuine, I will extend that olive branch to Destiny, right? If you are honest, if you are genuine in your position and your stance, I can have a discussion with you, but I'm not going to sit here and talk to you if you know on the face of it you are lying.
Right.
I will not, because there's no point. There's no actual discussion. You're going to sit here and feed me bullshit the whole time. Why would I listen to you? But that's just me.
No, that's fair.
Daddy, cool.
No, that's totally fair. And I think there's more people out there that are. There's a lot of grifters out there. We know it. There's a lot of people just saying shit to stir the pot and to get people really mad because it pays their bills.
Yeah, it's
but
a
I think
problem.
But there's plenty of people out there, and I hate to say it, but Destiny is one of them who is. Destiny is one of them who is well read. You might not like what he says because you don't want to live life like that. You don't want to, you might not agree in his ideals, whatever. But he's still like, he knows what he's talking about. And I've seen him apologize for things that he has gotten wrong, which not a lot of people do. They're not retracting things or saying like, oh, I fucked that up, whatever. So I'll give him that. It doesn't mean that I celebrate his collection of YouTube videos, that he's a outstanding person. Like I don't like that he engaged in the polyamory shit. Like I think that's wrong, but whatever.
I think he does too.
Yeah. I think he regrets that now.
Right. I'm still laughing at that, bro. You got your lady stolen by dollar store Ezra Miller. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry.
It's a huge bummer.
I'm not a political commentator, like at all, just because I have no energy to throw and argue back and forth. You're not going to change anybody's mind. So just
here's the thing though, and this is let me because they also talked about this in that show you sent me. You're not going to change anyone's mind. Well, you're not going to know. The person's not going to tap you on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, dude, thanks so much. I'm so glad you said that because now my mind has changed." That's not how it works. That's all know.
Something I do.
Yeah, but it's so rarely, like our brains don't always work in that way, and you might not have the opportunity to actually talk to that person. A lot of how our brains work is we hear something, and we're like, "Huh, okay," and then the idea like starts to flower, like the seed is planted. And then it starts to germinate, and then it, maybe the crop is bad, to use the gardening sort of, analogy. Sometimes you get something good and sometimes, you throw out the ideas, but they don't always become fully fleshed out for sometimes years. And then, you can't always trace it back to where you originally found it, but it could have started somewhere and slowly take you down another path, You
have the obvious example of, Shags, for example, had a different mentality before he actually started taking up online spacing, the online space and doing his own thing. Same thing with Carrie Smith. She was leftist. Same thing with Gothic. She was a leftist. And they get to a point where they're just like, something ain't right here. Yep. And they start to read more into it and become more of themselves.
Wait a minute, something ain't right.
That's Gothics right there. That's who you're talking about.
Yep.
That's exactly who he's talking
Unless
about.
there's another one. But...
I think you do have a point to that, but you also have to remember people would avoid whatever philosophy you had if you try and shove it down their throat.
Giggity.
If you talk to them like normal human beings without attacking people or, personality, look, or anything else, and you act, because Shags does this a lot. He'll have conversations with people and talk to them like normal human beings, and then they attack him and then they boot him out. But he's just sitting there being like, I'm just gonna be a normal human being. How many minds did he change because he was the one who was calm, cool, and collected, as opposed to them who were freaking out?
Right.
That's the thing. You'll never know that. That's the point. It's an assumed integer. Like we're never really gonna know. It's more of a hope than anything. Like, and even if he knows it's not going to change anyone's mind, I don't think that would stop Shags from still doing it.
At the end of the day, man, all we have left is hope.
I like self-flagellating that when I join Discord debates because I just like self-flagellation.
Actually, talks, but okay.
Gross.
The only
do you do that with your mum / wife?
Mommy, stop it! You have a problem, sir. It's become a radio show. It's just like every sound bit on the board. All right.
We are open to discourse. Those extremist people just block everyone. Here's what I'll say to that. It's not always true. And here's the thing, that not everyone is up for the challenge of talking to people they disagree with. A lot of the things that you see online, they devolve really quickly into like shouting matches at each other. And I don't necessarily blame them. It's not easy to engage with people who are actively trying to attack your business, attack you personally, or whatever, just like change your whole thing.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Yeah. Like you need
somebody make that meme. Fuck it. No. I got it covered.
Somebody, you know what? Fuck it. You want it done right, you do it yourself.
I'm gonna go find some cheese now.
He asked, he waited all of 2 seconds, didn't get what he wanted, he went, stop it, I'll do it myself.
Hey, cause somebody got I got it.
Christy, I don't know if you've come like with this, if people have ever attacked you. I think you've kind of said like people have like left or abandoned your subscription because they didn't like a joke or whatever. But I'm sure it's something that you guys have come across or will come across at some point, is people like being like, how dare you, or how could you, and maybe trying to take you guys down. I don't know.
Yeah, well, as far as like internet discourse goes, I am a lot like Nogreenrocks. I don't really engage in political arguments or anything like that. I do feel like it's a losing battle, but you guys did make a good point. You just kind of plant the seeds. But for me, I like to like invoke feminine privilege all the time, and I'm like, that's man stuff.
Yeah,
like,
me too,
I'm not gonna engage in that shit and be name called and all that. That's for the guys to do.
Yeah.
So I'll look at cute cat videos and be as positive as I can online. But yes, as far as the magazine goes, yes, of course. I think and it's actually kind of funny. The little bit of money that I've invested into Facebook advertising went to completely the wrong audience, but at the same time, we got awesome content out of it because of all the because it was literally, and this was probably about a year and a half ago. It was literally my kitty character who we have there, dressed up with a tinfoil hat, mind you, holding magazines, saying "tired of woke." That's all it said, and that got a lot of anger thrown at it. And I'm like, dude, the chick's like literally wearing a tinfoil hat, and you're yelling at the ad.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's the best way that I could describe your stuff is it reminds me of when Mad Comics was funny.
God.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. I just sent. I had said with Nogreenrocks, I used the Legion of Memers saying and changed it to Legion of Screamers and used it in a promo on our recent on our campaign that's over on Fund My Comic. And Mad. Oh yeah, that's part of that same sentence. Is back when Mad was subversive, cutting, and satire or something. In other words, funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ship to Australia?
We do, however,
I don't want to.
It's gonna cost you Your firstborn?
Pretty much. We tried for years. We've cut it off and turned it back on, and we keep trying to find the best way to do it, but packages get lost. And there's if you're shipping to where it's somewhat reasonable, you don't get tracking once it reaches Australia. And that's what we've been doing. And then packages get lost. And then we're kind of on the hook to send them again. So, yeah, I guess probably never again will we do subscriptions to Australia. But I think I'll do past edition sales.
And then I've got the whole lot in my cart at the moment. So that's what I was wondering.
You have what in your cart?
I've got all the backdated ones in my cart at the moment. So I'm just wondering.
Oh. Yeah, before you hit that button, let me check my shipping charges.
I went into the next one, it didn't come up with anything, so it's just like, I better double check.
Yeah, I don't know if you followed me on Twitter. Anybody that wants to follow me on Twitter, it's at KittyFlipCity, and that's why if you ever see me on any streams and people are calling me Kitty, it's that reason.
Yep.
Hey, real quick, I didn't see this a while ago, but it's here now. Professor Savage Dad, member for 2 months, thank you, brother, says, Hail Kitty Flips, great guest, Shags. I think so. So far, it's been a great show. Awesome.
I love Professor Savage Dad.
Oh, he's great.
I see some of my friends in here popping up. I guess I'm hanging out in your guys' circles more lately.
Yeah. Adam Rabble, $10 super sticker. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate the $10 super sticker. It's like the first one I think I've ever gotten. So thank you very much, sir.
Got the meme out.
Smash that like button.
Smash it. Make sure you smash the like button. I know. So guys, I know that there's small bits for those joining Discord. Thank you, first of all. But I know there's little bits of worry with the CAPTCHA thing, just to verify you're human and not a piece of shit. I got to do it because there are bots that join. There are idiots, and I know Levistro's working right now on getting it fixed. I think there's a known issue with it that we didn't realize. So if you do come up with an issue, Arcasul and Levistro are available. Just shoot them a message. They'll help you out and give you the verified stuff. But thank you guys so much.
Look at Shags having people take care of things for him.
Oh, speaking of
big time.
Speaking of Discord and shit like that, anybody else hear about Gilded and Roblox?
Yeah, that's why everybody's going. That's why everybody's going back to
Discord.
Yep, everybody's going back to Discord because Guild is now. It's going to require people on the
Roblox account
15th of July to have a Roblox account.
So random.
They're basically
they got bought by Roblox a while back.
Yeah, a couple years ago, back in 2020.
Yeah.
God, I gotta download all the assets off of Gilded. You reminded me.
Yeah, they're basically PSNing Gilded because smart move is to make everything central. I am 100% against centralization. Do not do it.
Yep.
One thing goes wrong, everything goes wrong. Don't do it. It's stupid.
Yeah, I know people aren't crazy about Discord. I've just always used it. It's what I'm familiar with. Gilded kind of confused me, maybe because I'm retarded.
That's a good possibility.
You are.
But yeah, this is something that we're just working on. Like I said, it's a work in progress. The Discord community, as we're doing, like we're building out some forums, voice chats for games, and just like for people to play games together, do watch parties. Is that in members only stuff? So definitely check it out. Be a part of it. The ultimate goal is to eventually, I would like to be more of like organization, bring people underneath the umbrella, the Shags umbrella, and have other creators in there and expand as Discord makes their product a little bit better. Like for a long time, I've thought about how to, again, kind of bring up creators if they can and utilize this the very best way we can, because there's so many people have servers. It would be great to try and figure out how we get everyone sort of together, and then again allow people to curate an experience that they want. They don't have to always be looking at politics. They don't always have to look at gaming. If someone's here just for politics talk, well, they can go in there and just engage in politics. If some people want to do gaming and not politics, they can do it. So that's where we're at with that. Kind of another quick little thing.
Shags, before we move on to the next point, I wanted to say when you said about creators bringing up other creators, I had an idea and tell me if it's stupid.
It is.
Very.
If I ever get big, I would love to sponsor smaller creators and their channels.
Yeah.
I don't know why bigger creators are not doing so.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the reason, I think, because when you sponsor, like, it's the same reason that, like, you see people like that were sponsored and now all of a sudden they're not sponsored because they did something wrong and that person doesn't want to be associated with them anymore. So as people are coming up and they're trying to make their name, someone else, like, the sponsorships we get now are the 1.5 hours on a stream with Nerdrotic or with Quarter Black Garrett or whoever. You know what I mean? Those are that's how we sponsor people, that they sponsor people, like, little bits at a time. Because if someone says something, like, if someone says something that you're sponsoring that you don't co-sign at all and, like, might ruin your reputation and has Legion of Memers all over their shit, now that goes back to you. That's why people are so, like...
Well, isn't that why people have, like, clauses?
Yeah. But, like, sometimes the damage is done, like, sometimes, like, brands can be ruined. Like, yeah, you could kick them and, okay, see you later. You're like, you're not associated with me anymore. But sometimes the PR can be so bad that, like, your brand might not recover. Oh, this guy from the Legion of Memers, he's talking badly about, whatever.
It's something. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it. No, that's a good point.
I think there's also the aspect of, I'm forgetting the name of the actual theory of it, or who the guy was that came up with it. But most people they have at about a maximum of, like, 50 close people that they're actually, 50 people they're actually close with.
Mm-hmm.
And if they just if someone builds their platform off of just sponsoring people, that's fine. That's what you want to do. But if that's not what you do from the beginning, for example, like, with Mahler or Gary or somebody like that, if you're just going around sponsoring people empty, in an empty manner, there's no genuineness behind it. They're not, like, you're getting a shout out or whatever, but it's not them going to watch your stuff because they don't have enough time in the day to pay attention to every single person within the sphere who's trying to create something. I think it's more of like, what they can actually put their focus on at a time. For example, like, even though Eric is as big as he is, Gary doesn't shout out the Rippaverse on every episode. He just doesn't have the time.
Yep.
Well, I mean, does Rippa doesn't sponsor people's streams, right?
Well, he doesn't sponsor people's streams either, but he does promote Rippa Send, so that if people want to, if people want to create something and they have an idea, they want to get it off the ground, they can bring it to Rippa Send, get the consulting and stuff like that, and we'll see how we can help you, get your leg through your second leg through the door. But you're doing most of the legwork because it's your thing. Mm-hmm. It's just more of like, what can we do to kind of push you forward, as opposed to just like, consistent sponsorships and all of this other extra stuff that is not something that's in most people's purviews.
Right. And it's like, I'm sure, Christy, you might have some input on this too. Like, with your publication, like your print one, like, you could go out and essentially sell advertising space in it, but then you got to convince people, like, this is a good thing. You'll have to send it, give it to them, like, but they might look at that and be like, oh, I don't want to be associated with that. Or you might put a joke in there one time and then they pull it out. It's like, it's really hard to get those things and keep them because you want to say the things that you want to say. You might have totally different beliefs.
She's on mute. I don't think she recognizes it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm sure you have that.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, no. I've only done a tiny bit of trying to advertise. I haven't been able to sell any advertising. One cool thing is we have aligned with, we've been able to kind of do the kind of parallel economy type of trading thing. So I don't know if anybody out there has heard of Iron Age magazine. So we've traded ads with them. Yeah, and then I have like an affiliate thing going on with a merch company who makes merch for us and stuff like that. So we sell a teeny tiny bit of advertising, but more in trade.
Okay.
I was kind of surprised Iron Age or Anvil magazine
Anvil
was willing to put an ad in our magazine, because I know they're a different thing, but
Right.
but we are kind of on the same mission. And Richard over there likes what we're doing. I'm like, did you read everything, Richard? Okay, we'll trade ads. Let's do it. So that's as far as. But selling advertising, period, is hard. Holy moly!
Yeah, it is. Levistro, 5 gifted memberships for the Shagsworth channel. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you, man. And Adam Rabble came through with 5 gifted memberships as well. Guys, enjoy those. I hope you continue them. And thank you guys for being so gracious this evening. That's really awesome. Yeah, no, there's a lot of cool people in chat tonight. I mean, there's always cool people, but thank you guys for the support. Appreciate you. Yeah, I haven't. I'll be honest. I did not read your. I didn't read the publication you sent yet. The mag one. God, I can't talk.
I didn't think you would. What actually surprised me is when I went over on Jesse's stream. Gosh, was it over a week now? Anyway, super fun stream. I had such a good time with you guys, but I was shocked. Everybody, the entire panel read it, and they were gushing the whole time. So I was really hoping maybe you would, and then gush, but then it didn't happen. And that's okay.
I have it pulled up.
I mean, I can gush all over again if you'd like that, because
tell everybody.
My panel.
Listen, I got a DM that I'm going to check out
when
later.
I send them materials, they read them and look into them.
It's funny because my guys do too. And I'm like, thank you for coming to my stream. My guys actually look at everything I send them.
Right.
Well, I'm actually excited to read it. So if it's going to spoil anything in that DM, please don't, because I want to be surprised.
No, just so you know, I have it pulled up here, but it's all pulled up. I'm ready to read it. I'm so excited to. Even the first couple pages, I was like, oh, I know I'm going to love this. And I was a big, huge fan of Mad Magazine back in the day. So the fact that we're this is what we're looking at, that's huge. That's what I want.
Actually what I would love, because Jesse, you had said a little earlier in this stream that you were like, oh, please give us your freaking honest feedback. I'm kind of surprised that Jack seemed to love everything, because he seems reasonable, and we're completely unreasonable.
No. Jack is actually probably the most outside of my
weirdest take ever on Jack I've ever heard.
Yeah, no, Jack is probably the most. Jack's probably the most degenerate out of all of us, if we're really going to be honest, and that's saying something considering the decade I have behind me. But
there's a reason why I asked him to help me watch Monkey Dust.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
Jack, Jack. It's that stupid British accent. There's so many people out there that are suckers for that thing, and think that he's
so
serious. He sells it really well, and all it took was about 15 seconds hanging out with Jack, and I was like, "You're full of so much shit." And he's like, "Everybody else buys off on it." I'm like, "Dude, I saw right through your bullshit. Don't give me that accent nonsense. I'm not like that."
Shit.
He's a rotten to the core. He's rotten to the core. That's also why he's 600 years old and he has a stone penis in his front yard. And his garden, as those people in Britain call it. It was there was a particular comic strip in there going over a particular issue going on out there somewhere in the world right now that's kind of a major. There's a military-industrial complex situation going on out there somewhere in the world in a specific
Uganda.
region of the country. Yeah. Yes, Uganda, in a specific region of the country. And
out there in Wakanda.
There was some of the punches you took. I was like, damn. I was like, they fucking went there. I'm like, I'm not going to laugh at this. That's fucked.
Yes, you will.
Damn, they went there. No, I actually didn't. I was damn. But they went there, and that was the thing, though. That's what I was expecting, though, because you told me your guys' goal was to push a little bit of everybody's buttons. And so it's one of them situations I was like, yeah, that's what they're supposed to be doing. If like that was my favorite part about like I never really got into Saturday Night Live, but they had a Mad TV television show that was on like Fox back in the day. And I loved that way more than I liked Saturday Night Live. And it was like there was a lot they were vicious and it was hilarious. And it's like that's what I was expecting, and that's exactly what I got. So the rest of and like the other 90% of it, I laughed my fucking ass off the entire time. Like,
yes, thank you for adding that. 'Cause I don't want people out there that have no idea what we are to think we're just that through the entire thing. It's not. It's a variety. I mean, like because you guys,
the ancient aliens jokes, the Oak Island jokes. Like if you guys have ever watched more than 5 minutes of any History Channel commercial out there, there's 2 comic strips in this thing. You're gonna laugh your ass off because you're gonna watch it and go, I know exactly what they're talking about in every single second of that. It's fucking great.
Cool.
Yes.
You didn't have to give me live feedback, but I appreciate it.
That's what I do.
Too late.
It's what we do. Too late.
You see Christy like squirming in the chair. I'm like, what's he gonna say next? Oh my god.
Just imagine if you were a Hollywood producer. Oh wait, I did that. That's what got my last channel nuked. Hi, Director X. Hi, Julian. Bitch.
Oh,
Iron Oxide made a good point. Mad TV and In Living Color kick us in all day.
I
In Living
have
Color
the season. I think I have a couple seasons of Mad TV. I go back and watch it every now.
Oh
and
yeah.
then.
Well, In Living Color was even better. I thought
That was great.
It's where Jim Carrey made his start. So
yeah,
it's just even better.
What happened to Jim Carrey? He was one of my favorites because he got his start by sneaking onto a stage to do his bit.
Oh, I didn't
like
know
he
that.
He wasn't on a docket. He snuck on stage. Nobody knew who he was, but he killed it.
That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Good for him.
Yeah, 17, I think.
Yeah, 17 is when he got his start.
Yeah.
Canadians are crazy, man.
Well, the thing of it is, there's one club in Canada that you could do comedy at the time. So there were so many new comics that come in, and they said, "Are you on?" And he's like, "Yeah, my name's over there on the thing." And when they looked around, he was already on stage doing his bit.
Great. That's how it's done. That's comedy.
Yeah. Nogreenrocks has to head out. He's about to turn into a pumpkin. It's late for him.
He has to read Bob. I also got a little bit of work to do. But go check out the Legion of Memers Rumble and YouTube channel, as well as their Twitter. I am trying to post more on the Rumble. I'm kind of finding my way in the content space right now. I do want to do more long form content that's well researched. So if you know of any resources that, kind of give you a start on how to start doing that, please just DM it to me, and I'll check it out and give you credit in the video I hope to make. But yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. Of course, I'm a co-host, but I love all of y'all, and I will definitely be checking out the FlipCity comic. I'm excited to see it, and go follow my Twitter as well, because I will be doing something special with Jack Tarlad and maybe Common Nerd on Friday of a show called Monkey Dust, which is probably the most offensive cartoon you will ever see. You cannot find it anywhere, but I did find it on Dailymotion. So, so
you can find it somewhere.
Well, no,
dude,
there's a lot of lore in the background of it. I'll definitely get into it on that video. But thank you. I had a great time tonight, guys.
Bye. It was nice to meet you.
Buddy.
Bye.
Nice meeting you.
Take it easy, man.
Is he gone yet?
Not yet. Hurry up. All right, there we go. That's much better. The balanced Jew force is now more solid.
Yes.
The Jew balance.
The Jew balance is better now.
We got to do this, though.
And that was the thing, too, when I was looking at your show and I was watching last week's Wednesday Hump thing. And I was like, I feel a little weird.
That's what we're changing the show to.
Show.
The Wednesday Hump thing. That's what the new show is.
The thing with
I was
humps.
like, there's some big dick energy over there, Mr. Gregory Grant guy, and your 100,000 subscribers, and
Yep.
yeah, that's impressive.
I'm gonna get that printed on a T-shirt.
The big dick guy.
Make sure you quote her too, though, and like at her Twitter account for that too.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I will, yeah.
Dude, if I can get followers off his T-shirt that he's making money on, that's fine. I'll take it.
Oh yeah.
Ladies call him the big dick guy.
Big dick energy.
There you go. Big dick energy guy.
Yeah.
It just means I don't have a big dick, but I act like I've got one.
Yeah.
It's like how I pretend to be black sometimes. Same thing.
I would never buy that with that accent.
Yeah. I mean, there's some. You'd be surprised. There are some black Australians, and you sit and you hear them, and you're just like,
allegedly.
Nah, bro, come on now, stop playing. Stop
Nobody
playing.
believes that.
Wait, do you
Shut
have
up. We know
you
you're
have black
from
people in Australia?
Yeah, like our country's original inhabitants.
Oh, all right, cool.
The natives.
Well, that's the thing. I was wondering.
Aborigines, the
I was
Aborigines.
like
wondering if they're
really
considered
black, though.
Are Aborigines are considered blacks?
They're pretty fucking dark.
Yeah, because of the color of their skin.
Okay.
The more you know.
Hey, listen. I think
Sheep's got
that
cousins in Australia.
they're like black adjacent, right? Like with,
Racist.
I don't care.
Well, yeah, a few of them. So a few of them live near me, so I guess I am black adjacent. So,
yeah.
Oh.
Shout out.
Like I don't know. Like I really want to work through this. I'm not even trolling. I'm trying to. You know what I'm saying, though, right? Like
No, I don't. What are you trying to say, Jack?
what I mean is like. I guess what I meant to ask was, do you have African Americans in, or do you have?
Digging himself
Brilliant.
a deeper and
All right,
deeper
I got
hole.
Yeah,
Here you go.
it's
That's
here.
Grant, he's asking if you know any niggas in Australia.
yeah.
Thank you for at least okay. Token is here, being able to say the word.
Yeah, of course. We got a huge, like, what I would consider a proper African population, like people who come over from Africa and are first generation Australians, but we don't consider them African Australians. Once they're born here, they're Aussies. Doesn't matter where they're from, you know.
Yeah, that's how America works. If you're born in America, you're an American.
Yes.
Pretty much.
But that's the thing. Isn't the politically correct term for Black people, Africans born in America? We're supposed to call them African Americans, right? I mean, that's the PC thing to say.
I don't know. I never understood that mentality because 99% of them have never been.
True.
Exactly.
Right.
Like
and you're putting that first.
Well, yeah.
American
It
Africans.
does seem insane, actually.
I'm an American black, is what I am.
There you
So
go. Can't you just
I
be
don't
an
know.
American? Can't we all just be Americans? I mean,
just-
because I'm a beaner and my grandparents probably hopped over the border, like, can't we just all be Americans at the end of the day?
So
Probably.
Well, I think that's the controlled thing that's going on here with political correctness and all that. And I think we should all fucking reject it, including everything we're supposed to be offended about. And like stop parsing our words because we might offend this one person over here, blah, blah, blah. But like how do you fucking navigate that? Because you don't want to be the complete fucking asshole unless you do. Like, I don't want to be the complete fucking asshole, but also I want to speak freely. So it's like, what? You know? But
I agree.
But I just want to be able to effectively communicate with this dude that I've never met before, but I think he might be cool. So let me just risk a little bit of in language, and then like pray to God that I'm not going to be hated on, because I don't want to be hated on.
I don't think anybody wants to be hated on. Yeah.
I just looked up. I don't know why I didn't know this. I think I knew this, but I didn't. But I just looked up pictures of Aboriginal Australians, and they look. I mean, they look to me like Pacific Islanders, like Native Hawaiians.
Nothing like Pacific Islanders. Very
Polynesian.
difficult. Yeah.
They do not, dude. I'm looking at the picture right now.
You look more Polynesian than Aboriginals do.
No, I don't. Now you're trolling.
Take that back.
Hey, can you bring up what you're looking at so we can see?
Sure.
Because that is kind of how I feel when looking at Aborigines people, is not necessarily that they come from African descent, but they are kind of a darker Polynesian type people. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh, see now these pictures, like what the fuck? Maybe
Who's
I was looking at the wrong
DNA
one.
test?
Were you looking at someone from Papua New Guinea?
Maybe, I don't know. They look like a mixture of like African Americans and Polynesians.
Yeah. He sees one picture and then he's like, "Oh, all black people look like this."
Y'all are the
Like
same.
I said, racist.
First of all, send Ruin Leon the link. He gotta get him in here. I look like a tan Jason. Jason Momoa is naturally tanner than I am in winter.
This is true.
Come on, Tim. Hold on.
Are you that buff though? Do you take shirt stuff?
He's
I'm sorry. I'm married. Never mind.
If you pay him enough.
Right, yeah. Let's see. How long till naked snake? What is that?
Naked snake?
How long till naked shag?
Oh God.
Why don't you go ask your mummy?
Is that what happens on Rumble exclusive?
He does that shit on YouTube, which is wild to me. Let me just
shout out to Camelot.
Yep.
Well, I know I got some good advice backstage, even though you might not have known it, Jesse, but you were talking about how much money you make eating gummies live. And I'm like, that's how you make money.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, these are so gross. Don't make me eat them. Oh, I hate feeling so high and awesome. Oh, what an aftertaste."
I mean, I hate them.
Hey, to be legitimate, those things did taste disgusting afterward. That aftertaste was legitimately gnarly. Okay.
He's just lining up for the next time he does it.
Like this guy totally does. Those kids.
Not here for the
You-
taste, you goof.
Look, right here.
You've also
right
got to
here,
understand
baby.
one thing, Shags. America and Australia are almost the same size. So
say that again.
America and Australia are basically the same size.
Just most of it's
when it comes to,
uninhabitable.
so we have a lot of diversity when it comes to different looks from West Coast to East Coast.
That's
It's
fair.
all about tribes that never met each other because it's 3,500 miles across.
It's big. This guy looks like he just smoked a fat doobie right here.
Which one?
God damn, bro.
He's blitzed like a motherfucker.
Couple of
Bubba,
dabs
my
or
dab
what?
rig. Yeah. Dude,
No,
he
he
got
just
into my
spent
gummy steak. He got into my
Going
gummy
to be the time of the
stash.
dreaming.
Right, yeah. Or is it left in the sun too long? Damn, that guy's crispy.
Damn.
Told you he was a racist.
I'm just making an observation.
Well,
All right.
You had
Oh,
to
black
pick,
people
you had
look
to pick the
crispy
one
to
Aboriginal
shags.
guy that was burnt to death in a protest and say that. Wow.
Oh, damn.
I love everyone, by the way.
All right, Ricky Berwick. Now look at you stealing from disabled people now. What is wrong with you?
You know, my favorite videos online are like the videos where they
Indians versus
splice
trains.
No, but I want to look at those up now. The videos where they splice like midgets doing stuff with like miniature shit, like like the guy running off a dock, and then like bloop into like throw like an olive into a bucket.
I think my favorite one recently was a midget, or politically correct term is little person, throwing the javelin, and then it's a bunch of toothpicks landing in a dude's shirt.
Yeah. Oh man. Man, it's so nice to not have any problems. Great.
Yeah, well, you're white.
White
You
privilege.
got a point. White privilege, man. White privilege.
Oh, I thought he said wife, and then I was like, mommy?
No, I said mother. He gets those two mixed up.
Yeah, he meant mother. That's what it was.
I'm gonna make a shirt that says "mommy" on it. That's what I'm gonna do.
How
New
about
merch,
you?
guys.
Yeah.
Mommy merch.
You would, you freaking weirdo.
Oh man. All right. What else we got? What else is happening this week? You guys got any Anything fun happened to you this week? I had a couple of bookmarks. So here's one that popped up. I'll share this real quick. It turns out it was debunked, but so we talked about this guy last week.
Oh yeah.
Right. So Tim tweeted out, dude was innocent the whole time. He had his license. The court had the wrong records. Well, it actually turns out that he doesn't even have a license. He has a state ID. Has never had a license. So still, oh look, my DMs, guys. Still had. So obviously misreported, but it's just funny that like A, people can't report stuff right, but two,
B.
Yeah, B. This guy never had a license and he's driving a car calling court. Like it's still stupid.
It's still funny as hell, yeah.
Oh my god. What's up, Elemental MJ? Good to see you. What's going on, chat? Good to see you, chat.
And that was the thing. I was watching your stream from last week and was watching this, and I had seen things popping up in my Twitter feed, and I'm like, oh, I have to go over and see what this is all about, and I never did. So thank you for putting it on your stream. But me personally, because like I swear, the worse and worse things get, I'm leaning way more like anarchist. I'm like, oh, fuck all this shit. Yeah. And I'm like kind of cheering the guy on. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Drive on a suspended license, go to court and do it openly, blah, blah, blah. So
I drive myself to jail too.
Him on. Like, yeah, don't get a license. Just drive. Like, come on. You know, the government wants to be like, oh, it's a privilege to drive, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no.
No, I know how to. We're good. It's not a privilege. I know how to.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you don't have a license either?
Of course.
What is it about these black people and not getting IDs and licenses?
They can't get the yeah.
Well, you know they can't. They don't know how to use the internet. They don't know how to use the internet. It's bad.
Exactly.
And the thing is, I am actually I am one of those covert black people. You know, the ones that shouldn't know how to do all this stuff but does.
Mm-hmm. Just one of the few.
One of the few.
Diamond in the rough.
I do have an ID. I do know how to use the internet. I do know how to drive. I also did not vote for Biden. But like, there's like,
not black.
Apparently, I'm not black, according to like, you know, a dead guy. But like the whole, like the shit that throws me for a loop is when like people go, oh well, in certain states you can have a license, or you don't need a license to fish, but you need a license for a gun or some shit like that. And it's like, all right, well, why don't we just get rid of licenses? Let's do that. Let's go there.
I fully support that.
I am okay with that. Look, I will go fish in whatever creek has the fish that I wish to eat. God damn it. If I would have died from a fish that I shouldn't have been eating, let me learn that lesson, all right? Darwinism exists for a fucking reason.
Leon, you missed that black people can't get IDs and white people are better.
Also, Sheep's clearly not black.
Oh, yeah, Sheep's not black. He is... what are you? What
White
would you be?
Driven snow. He is a coconut. He is a coconut.
I have to know what sheepsidian means. Because you guys are calling him sheep for short. What is a sheep? Sheepsidian.
I just don't want to say that whole word.
Animal.
Huh?
Well, I mean, the name is derived from obsidian sheep because black sheep is taken all over the fucking internet. And I don't want to be another generic nigga. So I decided to go with sheepsidian.
Good for you.
You said the word.
Yeah, I mean it's
Dude,
in my lexicon.
That should have been your title.
Not the R one though. So it's okay.
Why do you think we keep him on the panel? He gives us our free pass like all the time. Always go like,
no,
hey,
but
sheep,
you guys never
it.
take it. There, yeah.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying this whole fucking time. Listen. I am one of those blacks that just does not give a fuck. Right? Like you say what you want to say, but say it with your chest. Don't say it all, bitch. Nigga, like come on, say it. Say it with your chest, little ass nigga. Like say it, but like that's just me. That's just me. Like I mean,
yeah, but it's hard. It's hard to do.
It is hard. It's hard to do anyway. Like the fact of the matter, right? I understand there are some people that just don't like to say it. I'm not disparaging them. Right. I'm disparaging the people who look at others and go, how very dare you take his word. it's some. The white people came up with the word in the first fucking place.
Well,
What are you talking about?
It was even funnier when what's his name Keemstar was getting all like over the word Negro. And it's like, dude, that's not the N word. Like, you know,
I think it was more of the well. It's a multifaceted thing with Keem. Is that like, well, it's one thing to say negro because you know that's the color black in Spanish, and then it's another to say Negro, which is just another quote unquote derivative word for like from like white Americans in the like civil rights era. Nonetheless, there's that, and also Keem is always under a microscope when it comes to like YouTube and shit like that. So I think he's just looking out.
Well, especially with that word, he's had a bit of a history.
Oh, I can't, dude! I can't even write in chat KNEEGROW. I can't write
Negro.
Really?
I can't write. Funny. I can't write like knee and then grow. I can't write it. Try and write it; it'll reject the comment. That's funny. Try changing it a bit.
I did a different thing. Oh wow! I did a whole different thing. I did knee and then grow as in like grow a plant, like lots of E's.
But wait, the bees can say that in chat, but I can't. I can't spell out two nice words. What? That's bullshit.
You know, it's really funny, Shags,
Negro with a 3 either.
Really?
Yeah,
is it
I can see it in my chat. I can see it in my chat, but it's not showing up in StreamYards, which means nobody else is seeing it either. They automatically block it.
I'm putting a lot of N and E's, and then some A's, and then grow. Okay, let's see.
There it went.
There we go.
Luke, we hear you, bud. We hear you. We see you.
Yeah, we always hear.
Toby says because he's brown. YouTube knows. They know.
Yeah, they do.
Oh man.
What's up, Luke? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah.
Oh, so, see, there you go. You can like type that whole thing. Wait, why'd you put an A in there though?
Because I wanted it to go through.
Oh.
By the way, and this is I had to say because I see my buddy over there, Salty, in chat. And I tried to say, hey,
you got to tell him a story.
Salty, check your Twitter DMs. That's all I have to say. That that was paging you. Check your Twitter DMs because I have what the fuck, bro.
Anyway, there you go, Shag. You got to tell it a story, then you can add it in there.
What story?
Check my comment. No, check my comment out. I got it to work.
Doctors say I have to let my knee grow after my surgery.
Normally, you'd let them go after the recovery because that's normally when you need their help the most.
To let my knee grow.
Oh, man.
Just watch some old Thomas Sowell videos. It says Negroes all the time in the old videos. Yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, he says a lot.
Well, we got a town that's near us called Montenegro. It's just Black Mountain.
Isn't Montenegro, though?
No, it's Montenegro. That's how it's said.
Montenegro. Oh, we're still talking about this, huh?
No, not Nag. No, that's the thing. That's how it's pronounced.
It's Mount Negro.
It's
is
Mountain
it White Mountain
Negro.
or is Negro? Is that white or black?
Black.
Negro is
black. Blanco.
Blanco is white.
Sorry, I'm dumb.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. You're really dumb.
Now say orange.
You can always.
He's not racist. He's ignorant.
I'm
not. It's ignorant. That's ignorant.
That's ignorant, man. That's ignorant.
That's ignorant.
Come on.
Ignorant.
Is that the same episode that they burned lowercase t's on their lawn, their front lawn?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Time to leave.
Yeah. And what are rich people scared of? Anything? Ghosts.
Ghosts. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, we talked about it last week. Did we talk about it last week? The Lizzo episode of
Oh yeah.
Probably briefly.
Yeah.
I'll be back in 15. I just gotta go grab the little one.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
South Park. Yeah.
South Park. They put Lizzo in there, like one of their more recent episodes, and they talk about the Lizzo method of like losing weight. Yeah. And it was what was, I didn't even remember it now what it was. It was basically like, it was just like fat positivity was all it was. It was like a pill for like just accepting.
Bopo,
yeah.
as it's called.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a theory as to how and why South Park can get away with what they get away with?
Because they take shots at everyone. I think that's why they don't want
They've also got like what 30 years of success behind them at this point,
right?
too.
Grandfathered in.
They're grandfathered in, and they're also one of Paramount's only consistently successful shows. So they basically have, hey, we have carte blanche to do what we want because guess what? We're the only thing keeping your network alive.
Right.
Yep.
Basically.
That's really it. Is they keep the money coming in. It should tell you something about people in general too. Like I'm sure their ratings are still super high, even though they make all these jokes. And yet, like Hollywood's like they're like, oh no, like we shouldn't do this. Like no, there's a show that does it week after week. Like you should absolutely be doing it. It's okay to lean into these jokes because normal people, think they are funny. These idiots on Twitter and a few people here and there, for some reason they don't. And honestly, it's just kind of how it's always been. But now the internet makes people believe that this loud minority is what everyone believes. But it's just not the case.
And the numbers are backing that up. The numbers are backing that up. These CEOs and a lot of these major corporations were sold a bill of goods that this woke thing was going to be the next hot thing. It was going to be the next Crocs, and everybody was going to want it, and everybody was going to get down with it. And it turned out, guess what? Wasn't true. The majority of the population rejects this nonsense and doesn't want any part of it.
Yeah.
And now we ended up with Bridge.
Yeah. Which it's just like when Common Core turned into something else. You know, it's just like when progressive turned into liberal and then liberal turned back into progressive. And it's just they just recycle the same nonsense over and over again. It's like I said, it's like this is the new religion. It's the same as the old religion that's been going around forever. It's narcissism and egotism and ego. It's all the exact same thing. They want to reshape the world in their own image. Hey, guess what? Somebody else tried that too. He got cast out from heaven. So it's like this isn't a new story. This isn't a new story. This is the oldest story practically in the book, you know, so.
The book, y'all. The book.
The book, exactly.
Fucking, okay, I don't know if all of you, maybe because you know this guy way better than me, I'm like super impressed with Jesse all the time, but mostly because his mic is the best. You have the best mic.
Oh, that's a fucking lie!
No, you sound like shit, sheep, man.
I don't mind. Listen, I don't mind sounding like shit. Well, you're not gonna sit here and act like he had the best.
No,
you sound. No.
He has a really great mic.
Listen.
Okay, but
like impressed with his fucking mic.
Okay, listen.
Quarterback Garrett bought my mic.
Exactly. He got his good mic a few
like
weeks
4
ago.
hours ago. Like he said, a good mic for
a few weeks ago. If you listen to this show since he first showed up. His shit spiked harder than mine. Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense.
Oh my God, I had no idea I was going to get screamed at by a black man tonight.
No, I'm not screaming at you. I'm screaming at your idea. The idea of him having a good mic is dumb. You are it.
Hey, we got the compressor and all the rest of that stuff figured out. I can yell now. It's okay.
See, now, the difference is, though, like, I'm using a Blue Yeti. Now, had Amarada still been on the show.
I was using a Blue
Yeti. But had she still been on the show, I'd be using a Rodecaster. And we have a Shure mic, which is way better than what I got as a setup.
Oh, yeah.
But I genuinely don't care about how I sound as long as people hear me.
Did you hear that? He doesn't care about the show. I heard that.
Exactly. That's why I'm leaving.
He doesn't.
It's my last episode.
Because you're his white oppressor.
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't pay me. Massa don't pay me enough money to get a better mic.
Oh yes. Oh, finally. We can't see it in chat.
Get wrecked.
Shaggasm.
No, but then there's the woke sheep emo is like one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, looks so good. Flood the chat with woke sheep emotes.
That's that's one of the most ironic emotes of all time because I'm like the least of that.
Right.
I just like the jokes and shit. It's great.
Red-eyed Negro.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really, really funny.
Red-eyed black Negro.
Yeah, Quarterback Garrett, like he is like, I'm just gonna buy you a mic because
So
he's
this
like,
is
I'm
what-
sitting here editing, and you'll go on a rant,
Well,
and
no.
my ears are bleeding. So.
Well, this is what happened. Him and I started because him and I started playing Helldivers together, and we were playing Helldivers one night, and like I blew out his ears, and like he said, like as soon as we were done playing, he got on Amazon and ordered me this microphone.
What's your mic, by the way? Like you really do sound fantastic.
Thank you, Jack. Jack Tarlad helped me work on some of the reducer or the compressor and stuff like that the other day to help. That way I can yell and scream like I like to and not blow everybody's eardrums out in the process or blow everybody's speakers out in the process. But yeah, no, it was funny because that's why I had to go to Vegas. Quarter Black Garrett was like, you have to come to Vegas or you're not going to get what I have as I have a surprise for you. And I had no idea what it was. I had no clue whatsoever. So I ended up fundraising for like 2 months so I could go to Vegas and Quarter Black Garrett. And then Quarter Black Garrett had the mic and then forgot the power box that I needed to work the mic. So I had to wait like another 3 weeks after Vegas to get the power box.
Yeah.
That's so Quarter Black.
Oh, it totally was. He was like, I know I ordered it all. I know it was in the box. I was like, Garrett, how baked were you? He's like, I know I ordered it all at the same time. I'm like, okay. Called Jack, salty, not me. Called Jack.
Yeah,
Jack's got
yeah.
the big fancy headphones for all of that stuff.
Which, by the way, I don't know. I'm assuming you know Jack, but I just had to let everybody know here. But also now I think maybe this isn't the right thing, but I think Jack is my new BFF.
It's the accent. It suckers you people every time, man.
Yeah. No, he's been very helpful and given me a lot of really great advice.
No, Jack's great. Jack's been a good friend for a long time. So yeah, you got to have your British representation on shows. So I think it's only fair. We have an Australian, which is kind of close. They're like, like the Dollar General version of a British person. So.
I think you're gonna do way better with Jewish representation on your shows, and I've got.
That's
one
what
of
happens.
those.
He's also Jewish.
I got that. I got Tiny. Tiny's Jewish. I got Won't Be Box.
Really?
She's Jewish. Yeah, she's Jewish.
Oh, cool! I have my own Jewish person too.
Yeah. There you see. There we go. We are more diverse than Disney already. Look at this shit.
And we don't try.
No, we don't. That's the best part. We don't even try.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's freaking.
Anyway,
great.
where were we going anyway?
Something more offensive.
Let's see. I've got. Oh wait, wrong. No, that one.
Shags out here actually looking for a topic that's not offensive. This guy.
No. So I just refreshed Twitter and I found this. Let me share it. From the Daily Show of all places.
Oh God.
Krigler had tweeted it. Wow.
Tweeted?
Quote,
He's tweeted? What the fuck?
Tweeted it. He
Quote,
tweeted
it. I
all
can't
over
even
the
talk.
place.
Sorry.
Tweeted it. He tweeted. I like tweeting.
Yeah.
Girls are good at tweeting.
I've made a few ladies tweet in my day.
So, I hate you. So this is the actress. This is the actress from The Acolyte on the Daily Show.
Something I don't.
I heard. Yeah. White people uncomfortable.
Hold on, before we get into this clip, can we just go ahead and say how much of a bitch Trevor Noah is?
Oh,
yeah,
hands down.
Like he left the show originally to go do his own thing. So I wasn't going anywhere, and then once the shit came back on, he basically crawled right back to him. It's like, you're a pussy, just like Jon Stewart. You're all pussies.
Yep. Okay.
When people watch The Hate You Give, what do you want them to walk away with? Because I know everyone has a slightly different feeling.
Well, I mean, white people crying actually was the goal.
Hold on.
Loud ass crickets. Jesus Christ.
No shit, dude. You need to turn them down. Holy God.
Yeah.
This shit's worse than Jesse's. What the hell?
Yeah, no shit. What the fuck, man? See, you're making my shit sound good. There's no crickets.
Hold on. Pause. I just want to go ahead and just to refresh the chat's memory. What was said was, I just like seeing white people cry, and this is why they're in butt busting laughing. You see, the fucking
I like to make
rubbing off on me. Thanks, Shags.
I like to make black people cry. I like to make black people cry. How does that sound? I don't know.
Sounds kind of racist.
I cry in one way, but anyway, like the
How's
whole
this
fact
sound?
of the matter.
I like to lynch black people.
Exactly. Exactly. Like it's stupid to me. Like
this is so
I don't understand how, like, they're sitting here laughing their ass off about something that's not funny, and you're basically going around promoting yourself as like you're this character, and you're also speaking the obvious talking points that's going to drive people away from looking at your character perform on screen. And then you sit there and go, oh well, you guys are just racist. You just said something racist. What are you talking about? Yeah. We're just abiding by your racism by avoiding you. That's what we need to do. That's why the act like is fucking garbage. Not because you're racist, but because you can't act. And you told us not to watch it because we're racist.
Well, and the even more retarded thing about the whole thing is like it's not like just white people crying about this. Like there's plenty of people who watch this show who are not white and who are like, this is not good. Yeah, it could have been good, I guess, but it's not good. And again, and like we've already mentioned, like if it were a white person sitting on that stage talking to another white guy and they said, oh, we just wanted black people to cry, it would be everywhere. Oh my God, racist. See, this is what Trump did to America.
What's her name? The fucking, I always forget her name too. The chef lady, not Martha Stewart, but the other one. The one that said the N-word. That said nigga. I'm over here censoring myself.
Oh, I don't.
I'm so mad.
Chef lady.
Yeah, I'm so mad.
What the hell is her name? She does all the fried chicken cooking.
Yeah, her.
The butter lady. Yeah, the butter. Oh, shit.
I'm still mad. Her name is like, I'm drawing a blank on her name right now. But people.
Paula Deen.
Paula Deen. There we go.
Paula Deen.
Like, it's like when Paula Deen says, like when she says nigga, like, oh, nope, you got to throw her in jail. And it's like,
right.
What? But y'all say it. Yeah, but we're allowed. Why? I hate this shit. I hate it. It's stupid.
It's because they were oppressed for so long. These two people on national television making millions of dollars. You see how oppressed they are.
I hate to break it to a lot of these, modern day racists, but Sumerians were enslaving Sumerians way before black people were enslaved by white people.
To be fair, though, Trevor Noah did, like, his family escaped apartheid. Like, his book is actually pretty good. It's a very really good read about family leaving South Africa.
Don't care. Like, your family's history. My thing is, your family's history has no bearing on who you are.
Well, no, and it actually speaks to, like, I mean, he got away from that, and now he's super famous. So, like, he's not like he's anything but oppressed. Yeah.
And speaking the talking points, exactly. Like I hate people that do that shit. It's like, oh well, we've been oppressed, and who's we? Motherfucker, you were born in 1994. What are you talking about? We?
Yeah, right.
Was he really? That was my graduation year.
Oh no, I think Trevor Noah's like he was born like the 70s or 80s, something like that.
Yeah, I think he's right around my age,
somewhere around there. But like the thing about it is like I hate when people cape for a fight that they weren't a part of. It bothers me so fucking much. That's one of the reasons why, like, I'm seen as one of those. I'm seen as what would be considered, the trash panda, if you will, because I don't want to get Shags demonetized that quickly. But
he's born in '84. He's my age.
It's a slow burn.
You're welcome. Yeah, exactly. It's a slow burn. But like I'm seen as like a trash panda, or I'm buck dancing or something like that. And it's like, no, I just choose not to fight a fight that I wasn't a part of. Like my ancestors went through that shit. I don't need to go through it for them. They went through it already. They've gotten us this far. I don't have to worry about wearing, shackles and stuff. Like I sleep with a white woman and nobody's mad except for like, racist black people of today. That's
Bro, you lay with the enemy? What's going on, man? How dare you? Just betraying your race every day.
I know.
Diluting your race.
Care.
You ever hear that one? Like people will say, like,
race? Yeah.
Why? Yeah, what you're diluting your race. Yeah. I hate that shit. Dude.
Absolutely. It's the wildest shit. And it's funny because Trevor Noah, much like Martin Luther King and what's her name? Rachel Dolezal and whatnot, they're all basically either light skinned or white people caping as black people fighting a fight for black people. It's like,
dude,
shut up.
Dude, Rachel Dolezal is like, dude, that takes some balls, bro. Like,
No, but she made off with the fucking loot. I kind of applaud her for it. I kind of applaud her for it because she got this far without the entire NAACP not knowing she was actually just 100% white. I died laughing when I heard it.
oh, she's like the biggest fucking like stereotype, like.
Oh yeah, she is super Karen. It's great.
This cat, man. All of a sudden, you want attention?
Of course he does. That's what you get for being a cat daddy.
Yep.
Oh, here, kitty.
True fact, I've heard more black people say that. Even some of them, my own relatives. What? Wait, what did they say? Oh, diluting your race? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah,
probably.
Dude, I had an uncle. My little sister's dad is black, and my uncle BJ, fucking that motherfucker was the most racist son of a bitch I ever met. But it was funny as fuck because he'd go, all white people are the devil. I hate white people, except my old lady. She's cool, because he was married to a white woman.
Great.
I was like, fucking Uncle BJ, you're crazy.
It's like all the basically like some of the more popular black women in like celebritydom, if you will, like AOC and I think it was Rashida Tlaib and so many other
white boys.
Yeah, they hate white people. They hate white men specifically, but they're married to white men. It's like,
oh yeah,
okay, sure, I believe you.
Yeah.
Basically, the whole crew, Kamala Harris.
Oh yeah, Kamala too. That's right.
That Supreme Court judge. Dude, all of them.
Well, we're all sitting here talking about, mixed families and everything. And, me being in Southern California, I have a very mixed family. And a weird thing that family dynamics in this day and age is the browner of the in-laws can make all the jokes, and they're funny and we all laugh. But if a white person in the family makes the joke or like wants to like riff, then it's like, oh,
it gets awkward.
It's really awkward. Yeah.
No, like there's been some really crazy, awkward shit that happened. I'm like, what the fuck? Like we're all family and we're all riffing, and so, but then because this person who you chose to marry, their sister said a thing, then everybody's mad.
Yep.
It's like, I'm just going to talk about the weather around here.
I'm so sorry for those people.
See, and that's so funny because my family, it was like, who can out-racist joke each other? Like my little brother's a quarter Korean, so I've got Korean family members, so we're always making
quarter
jokes
Korean Garrett.
Yeah. So we're always making jokes about eating dogs. Oh, and that was my favorite. So like my stepsisters.
Your favorite was eating dog?
Welcome back, Grant.
No. Yeah, right. Glad you popped in. But it was really funny because like they grew up in like this really white, like affluent area of like Kansas, like really rich. Like every house is like over $400,000 kind of place, right? And I made the joke. I said, "What do you call a Korean walking a dog?" And I said, "A vegetarian." And she straight up.
That's a good dad joke. You got to start with that.
Too late.
She
That's a
straight up.
racist dad joke.
Oh yeah, it's great. Dude, she straight up she looks me dead in the eye and goes, "I don't get it."
Of course not.
And it was just like, but like, yeah, no, like our jokes were like, who could out-racist each other? It's like, how do you stop my little sister Crystal from jumping on the bed? You put Velcro on the ceiling. It's like, like, what do you say when you see your TV floating in the middle of the night? Drop it, Crystal. I mean, it's like,
wow.
So it's like, yeah, that's how my family dealt with it. Okay.
That's
so it's like
great.
all of these sensitive little assholes out there on the internet. I laugh at you people because I'm like, you guys have no idea what actual diversity looks like and what it really is.
Yeah. I loved kind of coming to age in the 90s because I was able to like FAFO with everybody. And it was so easy and so fun. And yeah, It's kind of a hard thing to go through.
I was thinking
days.
today about how we used to like party in high school.
Now we party outside of high school.
Yeah. Well, just like, I mean, I don't even know if kids do this anymore. Like we'd go like these like campsites, and well, I lived in like rural Connecticut, so like we would go to these like campsites that
we get it. You what?
in the middle of the woods, and we'd have these, we have like bonfires and like bring beer out there. We even like, I remember senior year for our like graduation like party, we like my buddies made this
Pushed
like
over a
cart
cow.
to go almost. They made this cart to go on the train tracks to push the keg down the train tracks to get to the campsite that was about a mile away. It was far.
Genius.
We still got busted though because like 30 cars were like lined on the street, so the cops just followed the fucking train tracks back.
So y'all are stupid.
Yeah, you're all fucking retarded. I got you.
Yeah, so it just like but it was, everything was just so different. It felt like you're just outside and there's no phones and you're yelling for people, and I don't know.
Even when there was internet, like the one thing that I missed that I know it's never going to happen again. I used to go to a lot of LAN parties. We'd all rock up with our computers, bring a pizza and a bunch of soft drink and chips along, and there'd be 40 people in this hall, and we'd all be just hanging out with each other and doing that. But the smack talking was it was great because it was face to face.
Exactly.
You kill someone in Quake, you walk over and you just go, you need to get a new mouse or something. Like you do like in their face.
The best kind of insults. Look, man, I'm not even gonna sit here and waste my time putting a headset on. I'm just gonna walk over to you and tell you sell your computer. What the hell is wrong with you?
just put it all away. Just give it all up. Don't even sell it. Just give it away. You don't even deserve to make money off of this. Just give it away to somebody else. That's hilarious. The good
yes, the good times.
Yep.
We're officially at that. Like this is how fast things are moving at this point. Like generationally and like culturally at this point, the majority of us are under 50, and
we're all under 50.
Yeah, and we're all under 50, and it's one of those situations where it's like we're already at the point now where we're like the ones going, oh yeah, you remember back in my day?
Yeah.
You remember the 90s? Weren't the 90s great? You remember the early 2000s? Those were pretty righteous, right? Like, you remember that? Yeah, you remember? I remember. Petridge Farm, remember.
I wish I would. Personally, I do kind of wish I was like, I did catch the very tail end of the 80s, like maybe like the 87, 88 era. I wish I was there. I mean, because like they had like some of the best Saturday morning cartoon blocks and some other shit going on. I'm like, cool. But like, the 90s were phenomenal. I love the 90s. I like the era that I grew up in. Like we got so many great technological advances, and like so many and we still hung outside. We stayed out until after the street lights came on because my mother didn't want to deal with us for most of the day, and that's cool. But like we went outside, we rubbed dirt in our cuts and stuff like that. We grew up to be great men and women of our time. A chunk.
Well, we grew up.
Yeah, we grew up. A chunk of us.
Yeah,
we survived. Okay,
we survived.
Right.
I'll say that. I'll say for one thing is for sure. Me and my 5 brothers, like also my mother, because I just had a discussion with her about it yesterday. Like we all hate the government equally. You're one and gone. Yeah, family of anarchists. I love it.
Dude, my mother is like the literal definition of like mid-swing voter, right? Voted for Trump the first time, voted for Biden the second time. She's going to vote for Trump this time. She voted for Bush. Then she voted for Obama the first time. I don't know what she did the second time. So like she's literally the definition of a swing voter, and it's so funny because now she's a disabled veteran. She's 100% disabled. She has to deal with the VA all the damn time, and it's just it's so funny. We have these conversations, just like, yeah, see, this is why the government shouldn't be running this. You see, this is why this is a bad idea. And she's starting to go, yeah, the government's too big, and I'm like,
it is.
We're getting you. I'm like, decentralize everything.
I have a question for the Americans on this panel. So, Grant. You can't vote. How many people here voted for Obama the first time?
Nope.
I did.
Yeah. Yep.
Nope. Not a chance.
I'm not even going to
in
sit
hell.
here and fake the funk. I voted for him, but that's only because my mother told me to go vote for him. Like I otherwise was not going to vote. I don't care enough to vote.
Yeah.
Barack Hussein Obama was
in the
kind of
name,
enough for
people.
me.
Come on.
Yeah, it was kind of in the name. I was like, yeah, it's kind of a dead giveaway.
And we're all supposed to believe that Joe Biden made more votes. Come on! Oh my God!
Shh, we're on YouTube. Be quiet.
They won't get us to say nigga, but you do some fraud election. They won't get us to say nigga, but if you do some election fraud shit, yeah, you might be gone.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, trust me, it's funny how things they got away with so much for so long, whether it be culture, whether it be politics, or whatever it is. But the problem is, and it's like, the old stupid saying about the silent majority and yada yada yada. And it's not that the silent majority is standing up and saying anything. It's just that the silent majority is just walking away. They're just checking out. And you know what? The best part about that works too, because when they check out, the money's gone. And so it's like this is working out in our favor. Yeah, we've lost a lot and it sucks, but overall, a lot of people woke up to what was going on. They smell the stink, and it sucks that it took a lot of hell that we've all gone through and a lot of things that we've lost in the process. But yeah, well, here we are. So at least we're on the upswing now. So, and by the way, upswing, go buy Rippaverse. Yaira's still available right now on demand. You can go get it. It's great.
Yeah, get it. We
I
also
haven't
have
read
a
it. I'm
statue.
saying that. Oh yeah, that's right. That McFarlane statue.
That statue is phenomenal.
You can get with Zezel payments. You don't have to pay the $500 up front. You can get the Zezel payment. Zezel payments.
The fuck's a Zezel?
It's a pay as you go. It's like layaway, except in reverse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have Zip and Afterpay here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, same thing.
Same.
How does that work?
Klarna, that's coming in as well.
You put depending on which one you use, most of them you require a down payment, like the first payment, and depending on which one it is, they either make you pay it back every 2 weeks or they make it pay you back once a month. It just depends on which one you're using. So
yeah, so like Afterpay is depending on how long you've been with, they'll give you a limit like $1,500 or $2,000. But your very first payment that you do, you have to have a quarter of whatever's in there, and then over the next 4 weeks, it divides whatever's that remaining 75% up into 4 payments.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah,
or if you've been with them long enough, then it's basically just like a credit card. It's just like, all right, you pay it off, but you've got to pay a minimum of 10% off. I think it was 10% off a fortnight or something like that, or 2 weeks for you Americans.
No, we know what a fortnight is. We're not completely retarded.
Yeah.
Well, just sheep. Oh, wait, I meant just shags. Sorry, damn it.
Yeah, there you go.
Tired.
I mean, look,
I'm tired.
us blacks look the same. I understand.
That's true. You all just look the same to me. So.
I guess Shags isn't black. Shags, you could have owned the
black,
whole
black,
blackness.
black.
This guy, this fucking man. You toss, you give him a layup, an absolute layup. The ball is right above the net, and he's like, I'm gonna do my own thing. Like he's Miles Morales or some shit like that. Loser.
Oh, yeah. He got Destiny too. I still occasionally catch the Jobby Gamer playing that every once in a while. She's a big Destiny fanatic.
Oh, that's her
She's
jam.
good people. Dude, like her and I were like on point with each other when the Halo series came out. I don't know who screamed louder, me or her. It was probably her, but like, oh god, that stuff. I was like, that's my spirit animal. I was like, I totally related to her.
Yeah, shout out to Kat. She's great.
Yeah,
go check out her stuff. The Hijabi Gamer.
Hijabi Gamer. Yeah, she's cool. She's really.
Still don't know why she calls herself that. Weird.
Same.
I don't know. Have no idea. I bet she.
I'm not going to ask either. It's like asking a woman her age, which is also retarded taboo.
Right.
Yo, King, did you get Destiny as well?
Speaking of women's ages, how old are you again, Shags?
30. I'm going to be 39 on Friday.
Damn, really?
Yep.
Damn, oldest, and your oldest son or your youngest son is going to be the same. He's going to be.
My oldest son is going to be 7.
There you go.
Look at that birthday. Yep.
Yeah, I turned 38 back in last month. 38 last month.
Yeah, speaking of,
my oldest will be
I'm
16
turning
this
4. I'm
year,
turning
though.
4. 40 in October.
Are you really 40?
Yep.
Yeah, your youngest is what, like toddler age, right?
5.
You old
5, okay.
fuck.
Yep.
He's gonna be walking
I was
her
old
across
enough
the
that
high
I
school
can remember.
graduation. In
I'm old enough
geriatric
that I can
days.
remember buying the 14.48 kilobit modem for the first time, and then
Holy
about 2
shit!
months later, they brought out the 56K, and I went, I can't believe it's that much faster.
Yeah, 56K with the jet
Wait.
today. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Dude, we had 2 lines in the house, so that way we could never get knocked off from it.
Oh yeah, no,
you
that's how you know you were balling.
32
rich
megabytes
folks.
of download data a month. That was the
Ooh,
highest
baby.
highest one, and we never went over it.
Oh,
Man,
those
back
were the
man,
days.
the internet was something wild back then. You know,
Oh,
like
dude.
back you look at a fucking a floppy that holds like a few megabytes on it. And you just like
1.44.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this is the state of the art shit, and now we got like fucking microchips the size of a fucking pinky thumbnail that hold like 1.5 terabytes. You're like,
Yeah.
what were we doing back in the day, man? Like we laid the groundwork.
Yeah, we installed Windows 95 SE on it was 32 floppy disks to install it.
Holy God! I'm glad ours came with it.
It was 6
Wow.
hours worth of work.
Oh my God!
Talking about the good old days. Every time I say something, I feel my back crack in another spot.
Right? No shit. It's like, my ass is starting to hurt. Sitting in this chair for too long.
Well, your biggest break was I got a 486, so monochrome monitor.
Yeah.
Big baller. Oh, dude.
Look at this. My keypad has numbers on it. No, I don't know what scroll lock does, and I still don't.
I'm still not entirely sure either, actually. You know what's funny is you guys remember that desktop that they had in the 90s that was the Office on Windows? Had like the little fax machine over there, and like you could change the background stuff that was outside the window. Do you guys remember that desktop?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad I'm not.
Holy
that's
shit!
You remember that? That thing was cool, dude. They don't
It was
make
cool
around
as
with
hell. I
stuff
liked
like
it.
that. Yeah, it was great. I hate it when
The
they
age of
took that
customization
out.
was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. Because you could like change, like you could have like little rocket ships flying out behind the window behind you, and yeah.
Adorable.
Oh yeah.
Sorry for making you feel old, Grant.
Yep.
Yeah, I just remember my first interaction with an AI was probably that paperclip from.
Oh man, it was great.
Yeah, that paperclip.
And
I always
it's
had the
funny.
dog.
It's funny because like the Microsoft Assistant is like it's usually everybody hated the paperclip, but then we got to a point where it's just like, you know what, the paperclip is kind of like Tom from MySpace. You just gotta respect him.
Yep.
Yeah. We all
He's
betrayed
everybody's
Tom.
friend. You respect him.
I would
take.
Tom for Zuckerberg.
I want Tom back. Get rid of Zuckerberg. Elon, you can stay. Get rid of Zuckerberg. And give us Tom back. I miss Tom. It was great.
Tom was. Well, we left Tom. It's not his fault. We left him, not the other way around.
He had so many.
Although I hear
friends
he's gone
too.
now. He did so many friends.
Bro's like, yeah, he has so many friends. Now he's somewhere. I'm pretty sure he's on an island with like 3 bad bitches right now.
Oh yeah. Like, and they're just like bringing him like daiquiris,
Mai Tais, all kinds.
He's got a
of
daiquiri in each hand, and he's not having to occupy anything else with his hands. And
exactly, yeah, you know.
Oh,
He's sitting there crying into his billions. He's like, I used to be somebody.
I used to be somebody. No, it's okay, honey. Just keep going. Don't worry about my tears. It's okay. Somebody bring me another whiskey, please.
There you go.
Oh man, Merc, I forgot about that.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
Oh, IRC, yeah, all those. Like there was ICQ Messenger.
ICQ, yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I saw
You'd have ICQ. You'd have Winamp running for all your music.
Yeah, Winamp.
Yeah.
There you go.
Great.
Yeah, love the ICQ.
Holy shit. Old as hell.
Oh my god.
And you'd have Napster in the background downloading something.
Oh yeah.
Way before LimeWire.
Oh yeah. Way before LimeWire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, before
LimeWire.
Napster gets done. Dude, and it's so funny too, because like I didn't even really like Metallica, but when they pulled that BS, I went and downloaded their album just as like a
just because, you know what? Fuck you. That's why.
just because fuck you. That's exactly.
What's his name?
Dude.
Lars something? I can't remember.
Yeah, Lars was the douchebag behind all that shit.
they hosted their entire albums, all the way up
They had
to
to after
Saint
that.
Anger. Yeah. They hosted it on there. So if you wanted to get anything, doesn't matter where it was, they had like thousands of copies ready for you to go. And it was the fastest download on there. Good on them. Lars, you piece of shit.
Yeah, everybody hates Lars.
Yeah.
Everybody hates Chris, but they hate Lars more.
Look what the cat drag did. We were talking
Oh,
about
core
Core
member.
earlier.
What's up, Core?
Yeah, IRC Internet Relay Chat. Yeah.
However, I gotta go.
AOL chat rooms.
I mean, I don't have anything to do tomorrow, but I gotta go anyway.
I get
I
it.
gotta leave the stream.
Nice.
I gotta leave the show. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's
Right.
fine.
But go ahead and
we're gonna,
Nice.
Squid babies.
and we're gonna do memes after this. So, Sheep, what do you got coming up? Anything you want to share? Anything?
No, I am still drawing a manga, so that's great. Also, going to be playing some Neverwinter Nights more than likely this weekend, this Saturday on Horror Amarata's channel. So go subscribe to her. Also, check out her other channel, The Abysmal Critic, where she talks about video game and video game news. Otherwise, bye Yaira. Gooding is right around the corner. And that's all the plugging I have to do for this show.
Okay. Well, thanks, man. Have a good night. We'll see you next week, guys. Make sure you go check out his locals and read the prologue.
Yeah, fandemonium.locals.com. Yeah, go check out my OnlyFans too. I guess I have one. I don't know.
The only sheeps. Bad.
Only
He's a
sheeps.
bad boy.
Do I have something close to? Well, let me see. I could actually do this face works. There we go. That's my OnlyFans face.
There you go. Hey, that sheep looks pleased with that sheep.
Something like that. All right, let me get up out of here.
All right, dude.
Peace out. Good meeting you.
Brother.
Good meeting you, Christy.
All right, y'all. Let's do some memes. We're going to wrap it up for tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, let's do it. I don't know where I see a bunch, but
Discord or Twitter?
Twitter. Well, there's like 4.
Oh.
I guess I'll just go down my notifications here.
All right.
Yeah.
You do that, Checks.
Wow, you guys really don't prepare at all, do you?
Oh,
Wow.
No. This is straight fly by the seat of your pants. Pray to God we can figure something out, and if not, by all means, it'll all just blow up and it'll be funny. So it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are teaching me lessons.
Oh yeah, we're here for you. You ready?
Yes. I don't know if this is.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yo, man. You stop it.
Stop ruining things, Leon.
Come on,
Yeah.
Leon. Jeez.
I'm going to turn this down because I feel like it's copyrighted music.
No way that's
Hey.
copyrighted. Nobody would willingly copyright that.
Exactly.
No one would put their name to that.
What is this? I don't.
Let him cook.
Fuck.
Maybe I don't know the reference. Is there a reference I needed to know?
Nothing to worry about.
Oh, the cultural appropriation. There we go.
There we go.
There it is.
Nice.
Hey.
Perfect.
Love the shirt.
Perfect.
Oh God.
Oh hell yeah, she played.
Listen, you got at least 3/4 of your life to go. That's 3 more lifetimes to you. So don't blow it. Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help. Listen,
Best after school special ever.
Yep. Thanks, Sheep. You know what? I'm gonna get some help. I'm gonna get some help today.
I'm gonna do more drugs right now.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Oh, I love that movie. That was so probably the best remake ever.
And the best one of the night, for sure.
There you go. That's perfect.
I don't look horrible with the Donald Trump comb over.
Dude, the contrast between the blonde and like the charcoal gray beard is weird.
They're trying to make you look whiter, yet somehow you look more Middle Eastern.
Dude, put a turban on it. Put a turban on him, and I'd be afraid to get on an airplane with him.
Basically, it's like shortening the space between the head and the pubes.
I'd watch this show, The Shadow Light.
It's got to be better than what I watched this afternoon.
Metastep, can you send it to Ricada? Send what to Ricada?
Probably that last.
Oh. I think that's it.
That's what we got.
You guys, tell me how that works. Is that all the Legion of Memers just memeing you through the night?
Yeah. They like pick things that we're talking about if things are funny enough, and then they'll do it and drop it in
I'm
there.
terribly sorry for giving you shit for not being prepared.
No.
I don't know how this shit works.
No, give him more shit for not being prepared. What are you talking about?
It's 2 years of work in progress. That's what it is. The Legion of Memers they've just been busy doing other stuff, so we haven't had as many memes in the past couple of weeks than we did like way in the beginning. So knowing where they are is just some kind, like, we try and get them to post it right under that thread, but I think they did for the most part. This looks awesome. Everyone did great. Thank you guys so much. Shut up, Ark.
Shut up, Grant.
Sorry, I can't hear you because your microphone's so fucking good.
That doesn't actually make any sense at all.
Oh man, why are your numbers going down?
Because we're telling everybody to unsubscribe right now. Everybody go unsubscribe to Mr. Greg Gregory. Okay.
Damn, he went up 10. Fucker.
Up and down. It's gonna do that.
Yeah, it does that from time to time. Is that a check? Okay.
All right, what do we have? I like money. Me too, Levistro.
Right.
Mr. Grant Gregory, what do you got coming up? Anything fun?
A couple of AI streams where I'm going to be doing some tutorials showing people how you can turn anyone into anything that your heart desires, and then we're going to be doing some music streams where I'm taking all the hate comments that I got from my previous videos and turning it into a hit song.
Nice. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Well, dude, I'm super stoked for you. I'm so glad you finally got monetized. You're pushing towards 500K. That's insane. So you're gonna be allowed to buy your plaque and everything too?
Hopefully.
Nice. Then we're gonna go for that gold, baby. Let's go for that gold.
Halfway there.
Jesse, what do you got coming up?
I got the morning prep tomorrow at 11 a.m. going through all the crazy pop culture and nerd news and gaming stuff that's going on out there in the world. I might play video games tomorrow night. I don't know. We got to see what's going on. We officially got approved for the house, so we'll be doing a lot of moving and packing over the next few days and all of that kind of stuff. That's pretty much it. Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. morning prep. Sunday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Mr. Grant Gregory, when Who Was Good, and our dear sweet Sunker Maiden. We'll be going and reviewing some of that. We've got 2 episodes of Torchwood to torture her with this week. And then we've also got another episode of Doctor Who, because we're going to slowly crawl our way through the 4th season so we don't burn through it too fast. And, of course, we want to get to some of the Sarah Jane Chronicles. So if you guys need a palate cleanser from all the abysmal things that have happened to Disney, Doctor Who, and what they've been doing over the last few years, join us over there on Sunday nights exclusively over on Rumble, because Rumble understands what fair use is. And Mr. Grant Gregory is a wealth of behind-the-scenes knowledge when it comes to all things Doctor Who, so he is very good to have around for all of that kind of stuff. And Sunker's just fun to look at. So come and check all of that out on Sunday nights, and we'll have a really good time.
Oh, the nurse outfit too.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so last Sunday we hit our $500 goal of our dear sweet Sunker Maiden putting on her librarian outfit and doing a photo shoot for us. So because we hit that $500 goal, she's supposed to be working on that this week, so I'll probably have to remind her. And we should have those pictures revealed Sunday night on the Doctor Who stream. So yeah, I love the fact that I have beautiful friends that are willing to objectify themselves so I can make money. God bless America. So yeah, that's what we got. That's what I got going on. All the fun times. So yeah, go come check out all my new videos that I'm posting out, because the algorithm's been screwing with me for the last week. So even if you don't want to watch the video, just go over there and leave a like, and say something in the comments. Even if you're talking shit, I don't care. Call me a bastard. It's whatever. I don't care. I'm tired and high. Let's go to bed.
You bastard.
Thank you.
Christy, anything you got coming up you want to share?
Yeah, I'm going to have to learn how to speak nonstop like Jesse. So,
that's a
yeah,
God-given talent. That ain't
it
me.
really
That's
is
God-given talent.
You told me that you listened to the best of them back in the day, and yeah, we are not live broadcasters, but we have started a weekly live stream, and I'm almost 6 months in, and not tomorrow. We stream only once a week. I'm sorry, I cannot have the grind like you guys do, because, of course, we are selling a print comic satire magazine that you can pick up at FlipCityMag.com. And it is very, very, very funny. And Shagsworth will tell you once he decides to read it. But
if he decides.
When?
If he decides. That is
Grant.
the key word, right?
Hush, or I'm going to report your channel for reused content.
Yeah, so weekly stream Thursdays at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST. We do Creative Chaos, where every week we interview a different independent creator, and it's pretty much focused on putting physical media out there. So either somebody that's publishing their own comic book or music or something like that. If they have something physical, we are interviewing them. But we are celebrating 6 months, which is a huge feat for Flip City to actually stream for 6 consecutive months next week. And we are doing our very first FAFO stream, where it's all reading Flip City content with people that I've had on the podcast. And there might be some people with names there. So check us out week after next, and go to FlipCityMag.com. Buy a subscription. I swear you're not going to be sorry unless you're.
It's really cheap too. It's like what, $40 for the year, or $45 for the year, or something.
Yep,
it's like $11 a magazine.
Yep, and they get mailed out quarterly. It's kind of insanity. It is a steal. It is a steal, and we pretty much guarantee laughs, even though it's not a money back guarantee. But you'll still laugh.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Lavish just says mine's on the way. There you go.
Well, thank you very, very much for coming on, especially it was kind of on short notice. So thank you for jumping in and being a part of the stream. I look forward to reading. It is as for me this week, guys, I have I'm doing a birthday stream either Friday or Saturday. I haven't decided on the day. I'll let everyone know tomorrow. I'll do a community post on it. I'll share it in Discord. Please keep an eye on that. It just got to work some stuff out. I'm definitely taking the day off on Friday. I'm not working. Fuck that shit. But I just don't know, because I might take my son out and do something with him, or I might just send him to school and just take some time for dad. Other than that, tomorrow night is also my interview with Zach Shutt from Meta PCs. We'll be talking with him, and then Monday, as of right now, I'll be sitting down with Camelot. That might change. I'm not 100% sure. He might be busy. He's doing NASCAR. You know how he does it. But that's it.
No, I don't. I don't understand a word that comes out of that guy's mouth.
You guys like speak the same though. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you guys actually have a very similar accent. So I don't know what the problem is.
The fuck are you talking about?
But no, thank you guys so much. Thank you for the donations, the gifted subs tonight, 3 subs. It's been a lot of fun. We are out of here for tonight. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. See you then. See ya.
Bye.